Some randev is first to the stream.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the stream. How is everyone doing? Hopefully well. Some randev, congratulations on being first. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Very nicely done. I just noticed the chats are off. There we go. They're back. I'm kind of getting things figured out. Slowly but surely, we're getting things figured out. I ended up reorganizing my office yesterday. And so I'm kind of trying still to get the lighting right, and I swear every single time I think I have it right, I walk away and I come back and it's different. So now I'm very yellow. I guess better yellow than green? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, welcome. Glad you're all here. Victor Gaming Zombie, welcome. Glad you're here. And Hootie Hen, is the demo out yet? The demo is not out yet. Not yet. It will be soon. Very soon. In comparison to how long it's taken, very soon is when it will be out. But welcome back. Glad you're here. Is there 182 cats in the game yet? That one is also not yet. We are making a lot of progress, so, you know, that's a good thing. What is this over here in the corner? Got little icons in the bottom right of my screen, and I don't know what's going on. It's like the, it's the, like, NVIDIA Instant Replay or whatever. I don't know why they're there. I've never seen them before. I don't know why they're in the corner of my screen, but oh well, they are. Let's see here. Galaxy says, hello, welcome. Glad you're here. How was your day? Hopefully things went well for you. Yeah, so anyway, so we are, we're gonna be making some good progress tonight. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. So, but yeah, so I am going to be, I don't know, maybe adjusting things against, I just don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, because if I go warm, what not? Flashbang, too yellow. If I do cold, then it's really cold. And if I do white, then it's really white. If I do white on both sides, then we're just blinding ourselves. That feels just like too, I don't know. I don't know. 20. Maybe we go warm on one side and then cool on the other side. Maybe it adds like a fun contrast. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, welcome. I'm glad you're all here. Coin flip. Yes, we can absolutely do a coin flip. We will do that in just a few minutes. We're gonna wait for some people to get in, and then we'll do a coin flip. DV's Oatmeal. Ahoy. Welcome. Glad you're here. Glad to see you here. Yeah. How you doing? How's life? How's your week so far? Hopefully things are going well for you. Anyway, well, if you were not here on the last stream, we are still working on getting all the perk stuff done. So yes, we're slowly but surely making progress on the perks. So if you, again, like if you weren't here on the last stream, added some, do I have less? I feel like I have less room now. I didn't adjust the cropping on my camera though, so I don't know why I would feel that way. Anyway, yeah, so we've got some stuff going on here with the cards. We've got some buttons here, as you can see. They are they're little green buttons. So if you press 1 on the keyboard, it will select that card. So yeah, because I was realizing, I was like, if we're going to have eventually compatibility for, you know, all sorts of different ways to play, I needed to get it so, you know, things were working well with more than just. I want people to be able to not have to use both mouse and keyboard. I want you to be able to use either just mouse, just keyboard, mouse and keyboard, or gamepad, you know, however you want to do it. So So I was like, I should probably start experimenting with how to actually get stuff implemented, like, you know, more keyboard inputs and things like that. So
Amaran Reed says,
yeah.
my evil plans have worked. Art.
Those evil plans. Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll be taking a look at that. Cameron says, Moon. Cameron, welcome. Glad you're here. Booty Hen says, I have not been here because I fixed my sleep schedule, but because I'm still awake, I think my sleep schedule is broken again. No! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, if nothing else, I'm glad that you're at least here spending time with us during your non-sleepy time. So, I'm sorry that your sleep schedule is not doing so hot again, but I do appreciate you being here, so thank you, thank you. Summer Dev says, number pad buff, let's go. Exactly, exactly, you can get a good old number pad buff. Yeah, fun times. When controller support. Hopefully I will be, so, I don't know. I'm trying to decide how much compatibility we're going to be doing for the demo versus the full release. I want to try and get as much compatibility for the demo, and then I'll probably add more compatibility into the demo as we, you know, continue on with the full release. But I would love to be able to just, like, you know, reach over, grab my controller, and just go to town. I think it'd be a lot of fun to do that versus, you know, having to do mouse and keyboard and all that fun stuff. So, and I would also love to have this game be more compatible with, like, the Steam Deck. So I think that'd be a lot of fun too. So anyway, definitely need to get that going. So I actually forgot to mention this. I did also go in and I made a plugin for it. So I no longer have to use the plugin that was a paid plugin to be able to use the full keyboard. I now have my own. It's very basic, extremely basic. Let me see if I can find it. Where did I put it? I don't remember. Full keyboard mapper. That's the one. Oh, wait. I always forget to close that. Anyway, yeah, the full keyboard mapper. Yeah, very, very basic, simple plugin. Nothing that crazy, but yeah, basically just allows me to be able to use my full keyboard. So yeah, so now I can do things. If I come over here, I can now say if I press N1, which is just 1, or N2, N3 is, you know, 1, 2, 3. I think I also went in here just to, like, test to make sure that everything was working. I also made it so that you could use both the arrow keys, so you can press left, this to, like, move around the tomb, so you can use the arrow keys, or I also added WASD movement, so now you can use WASD. Yeah, so then it's just gonna be a matter of getting controller support and all that fun stuff, because, you know, I also want to add stuff in terms of, if I come in here and pull this up again, so obviously, like, if you're using keyboard as your input method, you know, it's gonna say 1, 2, or 3. I also want to do it so, like, if you're using a controller, you know, I'll probably have it be like, if you press, you know, X and A and B, it'll select these cards as well. And anyway, yeah, so eventually we will get to that point, but these are just kind of the very beginning stages of it all. So yeah. It's not your fault. My sleep schedule is broken. I've been seeing signs that it has been breaking for the past 2 days. It's not good. Not good. Less caffeine. If you're drinking caffeine, maybe that'll help. Maybe. Let's see here. Summer Dev says, yes, I told you adding keys. It's easy peasy. I mean, yeah. I did run into a couple issues in the me doing the thing. I don't remember what freak did I call it again? Full keyboard mapper. Never remember what I called this thing. Yeah, so it's very, very, very basic, you know, like literally not a whole lot going on. I did run into a couple weird things, especially when I was trying to get like capital letters working and stuff like that. I did have to consult Gemini because I was like, this is not working correctly at all, but I got very close, and then then finally got it all working. So yeah, very basic. I mean, look at that, comes in just under 40 lines of code. So yeah, happy day. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we got going on. So good times. I also have put my newly reorganized bedside in off topic. Oh. Well then, let's go take a look at, actually, let's start, whoop, that was weird. Let's start the thing, prediction. We're gonna do a coin flip, everybody. I know it's been a bit, but we're gonna do a coin flip, so here we go, start prediction. We're going to be doing heads or tails coin flip, so make sure if you would like to participate, throw some points onto heads or tails, and yeah, we'll see who comes out victorious. Should be a good time. So anyway, 5 minutes on the clock. Make sure to, yeah, just jump in and throw some points around. And hey, maybe you'll win a lot of points and maybe you won't be so lucky. Maybe. Let's see here. Mercrell says, hello, welcome. Glad you're here. How's your day? How things going for you? Galaxy says, oh, nifty, I got 10k mana. Oh my god. That's a lot. That's a lot of mana. Some random dev says, oh god, I have so many points to lose. Get him in there. Get him in there. I want to see him. And Fluffy Panda says, sup, Boon. Welcome, Panda. How you doing? How is life? How are things going for you? And Jesse says, hi. Welcome back, Jesse. Welcome back. Glad to see you here again. And how is everyone today? I'm doing fantastic. A little tired, but fantastic. How you doing, Jesse? How are things going for you? Hootie Hen says, wait, because I was gone, there was no coin flips. What a shocker. Hootie Hen, you're the one that keeps me in line and in order. So, yeah, don't do this. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, whichever one wins, I promise. Tails never fails. I mean, except for those times that it does fail, you are correct. Tails never fails. All right, let's jump in here and let's see what do we got. So this one, I know that you had posted this one on the last stream and then I completely forgot to jump in and take a look at it, but they look absolutely fantastic. I love it. And then of course we've got Captain Marin. Ooh, love the side profile. Love the hair. The hair looks absolutely fantastic. Very nice work with the bun up here. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Very well done. 10 out of 10, Cameron. It is looking absolutely fantastic. Every single time you post something new, I'm just like, oh my god. The progress is absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love it. All right, so, yeah, so there's a couple things, and this is probably just like more cosmetic stuff, but there's a couple things that I want to look into. So, thing number one is, I don't know if I want to have it be when you hover over the card, it stops hovering. I think instead of having it stop hovering when you hover over it, stop hovering when you hover over it, I think instead I want to have the card kind of glow, like have an outline, right? So I was trying to think of the best way to do this, and I'm not 100% set on anything, but RPG Maker does not really make it
possible to just like add an outline. So can't really just like add an outline to the image, especially if I wanted to keep it pixel perfect and accurate and all that fun stuff. So if we come in here and take a quick look over here,
let's see. You forgot off topic. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot off topic. Let me jump in here. We've got ourselves some off topic. Oh, what do we got in here? My bedside setup. Ooh. All right, let's see. What do we got here? So we got a bunch of cables. Good times. We got cat. Looks like a cat. Some pens. Like it. Nice TV right here. Yeah, fantastic. Love the bedside table next to the bedside table next to the dresser. Gives you a lot of space to put stuff, and I like it. Hold up now. So I see here that the TV barely has its feet on your nightstand. So what's going on over here? Are the feet actually resting on anything? Or is it just like hanging off the edge? Is it askew? It doesn't look askew here, but it's also difficult to tell because it's like so zoomed in. No, they're hanging. All right. That's what I thought. That's what I figured was going on. I like it though. I like it. The orange thing is my phone stand. It's technically a phone mount, but if you have to balance it just so your whole phone can balance on it, on its pop socket. Hey, nice. I like it. It's a good way to go. Beautiful stuff. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. All right. Okay, now I finally got my alt tabs correct. Sheesh. I had my alt tabs all mixed up for a second there. See, Fluffy Panda says, I was eating a chocolate cake. It's February 24th, my birthday. Oh my goodness. What, Panda? It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Everybody, let's make sure to wish Fluffy Panda a happy birthday in chat. Fluffy Panda, happy birthday. Congratulations on making it through another year. Very nicely done. Yeah. Eat an extra slice of cake for me. If I had some cake, I would eat it, but I don't have it. So eat 2 slices. One for you, one for me. And you got it, because it's your birthday. But yeah, happy birthday. That is absolutely fantastic. I love it. Fluffy Panda, cake is a lie. That's true. The cake is a lie, which is why you gotta have 2 slices. Then it kind of like doubles back and then it's not a lie after. Same for me. Awesome. The TV is solely for the Mac. Oh, gotcha. No, they're hanging. Did you look at Pet Discord? I have not looked at Pet Discord in a while. I will have to do that. No, it's straight from the from. Well, that's fair. I like it when things are straight from the from. Happy B-Day. Thank you so much. You can cry if you want to. True. If it's your birthday, you can cry if you want to. It's completely in the rules. The portal cake isn't a lie. Shush now. No spoilers. I meant front. Oh, okay. It's straight from the front. That makes a little bit more sense. Jesse says, gotta run for a bit. No worries, Jesse. No worries. Good luck. And yeah, hopefully we will see you again. I hope. Fingers crossed. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Because if friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. I see where you're going with that, Galaxy. I almost called you Jalaxy. Galaxy. Let's see. Ed Hootie End, that's what Gladys wants you to think. Exactly. That is exactly what you want. What Gladys wants you to think. Okay, so here is what I'm thinking. So we have, perk card is image 50, image 2. Because here's what I was thinking. I was thinking we could basically just have another image behind. Yeah, what are we gonna do here? How are we gonna actually handle this? Is image number 1? Are we using image number 1? Yes, perk screen is image number 1. Okay. So we could. If we're wanting this to be pixel accurate without having to create a whole bunch of different things, because here's the thing, because I have on the images, pictures, then we go to perk, because on all of these different perk cards, I have different like cutouts and things like that on the edges, I can't really just like use a single image to like act as the outline around the card, right? Unless we wanted to have it feel a little bit weird. So, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to shift the image layers up by 4 for the perk cards. So instead of this being on image layer 2, it would be on image layer 6. So it'd be 6, 7, 8. That way we have 2, 3, 4, and 5 to work with. That way we can show images, 4 images below the perk cards, and then shift one up 4 pixels, shift one over 4 pixels, down 4 pixels, and left 4 pixels. This is probably the most ridiculous way to do this, but I'm trying to think of like the best way to keep everything pixel perfect and accurate. And for some reason, this is the idea that comes to mind, so we're gonna go with this idea, because, you know, why not? Why not? Yep, that's me, Jalaxy. All right, let's do the coin flip, everybody. So hopefully everybody jumped in and gave their guesses on the coin flip, because we are doing a coin flip now. So let me get that pulled up really quickly. Coin flip. Here we go. And what the freak is that? Okay, all right. You never know with the freaking MSN suggested news articles right here. And when I first pulled it up, it was an ad for Raid Shadow Legends. Hashtag not sponsored. And it was a very interesting looking lady, I'll say that. Anyway. Hiccup and Astrid discover the hidden world. Oh my gosh. Anyway, all right, everybody, coin flip. Remember, best 2 out of 3. We're going to see what happens, whether it's going to be heads or tails. Let's see what happens. Let's give it a shot. Coin flip. No hands. No hands. Oh. All right, we got ourselves a tails. We've got ourselves a tails. That is 1 for tails. Let's see what happens. Let's flip again. Come on. Oh, well, there we go. We've got a clean sweep for tails. Some Randev, I'm so sorry, but it is a clean sweep. A clean sweep for tails. Congratulations if you voted for tails. Very nicely done. Absolutely beautiful. If I had actually here, I'm going to hold up. Give me 2 seconds. I know this is going to be delayed, but give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Where is it? Do I not have it? I don't have it. We'll just go with, we'll go with this.
Bread.
Yeah. And then we'll go with this.
Nice.
And then we'll go with this. congratulations if you voted for Tails. Absolutely fantastic. Very well done. And yeah, let's jump in here and let us get that prediction finalized. Manage prediction. Choose the outcome. We have got ourselves a Tails as the winners. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Are you sure Tails is the correct outcome? There will be 1,796 points awarded. So very nicely done. Complete prediction. Congratulations. Again, if you voted for Tails, congratulations. If you voted for Heads, I am so sorry. But next time is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it for you. Yes, you. I know you voted for Heads. I'm telling you right now, next time, you got this one. It's going to happen. Let's see here. No, I can't because it's not my birthday. That's true. That's true. There's no dancing, no crying if it's not your birthday. Fairly says, hello, welcome Fairly, welcome, glad you're here. I'm here to report Jellyfields has gotten nearly 200 wish lists since Next Fest started. That is absolutely crazy. That is more wish lists in like a day than I have gotten on Tomb of Vercilias over its entire lifespan of being on Steam. So that is absolutely fantastic. Very nicely done. I watched the video for Next Fest, and I was watching so closely to see if they popped up Jellyfields at all. Actually, I don't know. I was going to say, I'm assuming they would tell you if your game was going to be in the video, but then I'm like, maybe not, maybe not. But yeah, I was scouring. I was like, even just a little bit, even just a small second of Jellyfields, and I was like, dang it, I did not see it. But I did comment on the video, and I did say that I was excited for Jellyfields, so maybe, hopefully people have seen that comment as well. So anyway, that is absolutely fantastic. Love it, love it. How could this be? The rare Heads L. That is the true treason. Yes, I'm going to be rich again with points. Bread. MSN news are the worst. It makes me annoyed every time. Yeah, it's awful. Absolutely horrible, awful stuff. I don't know who reads MSN for their news. Like, who's doing that? Will you post a guide how to beat your demo when it comes out? Like, to beat Tomb of Vercilias? Or are we talking about Jellyfields here? If we're talking about Jellyfields, that's a great question. That is a really great question. I wouldn't be in the video because nobody is locked in Jellyfields yet. But just wait a few days, it'll be all over. Exactly, it is going to be. And Fairly is here with a 15 stream streak. Holy smokes. That took forever for the Tails prediction to be done. Anyway, my bad. Anyway, Fairly, congratulations. Absolutely fantastic. 15 stream streak is absolutely crazy. Thank you so much for streaking here in the stream. Remember, everybody, if you're going to streak anywhere, make sure to streak here in the stream. So thank you. Thank you for that, Fairly. I appreciate that. Oh, cool streak. You still haven't released the dare button from the basement. Sad. I have not. It's going to come back one of these days. I promise. I promise it's going to happen. Dakota over on YouTube says, hello. Welcome, Dakota. Glad you're here. How's life going? How's your week so far? Hopefully things are going well for you. All right, so yes, like I was saying, let's just up these. Shouldn't be too difficult. So yes, we go 6 and 6. Got 7.
THT guy on the interwebs turned Moonman into a PNG.
My goodness, I am now a PNG. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Soon TM. Remember, if you're gonna stream from a stream, make sure you streak and a stream and a stream. Exactly. Fairly knows what he's talking about. A man, a sand. Mr. Man, sand. 676767. I would do the thing, but you can't see me anymore because I'm a PNG, so... Oh, crap, you can see me. Guy on the interweb says, sorry it took so long to get here. This time, usually quite fast to get here. No worries at all. I'm glad that you're here at all, so thank you for being here. What is 6-7? 6-7, no. I'm not going to explain it to you. I don't know why I was about to jump into an explanation. You don't get an explanation. Not at all. Not at all. All right, so we also need to add 5 and 6. The number that comes after 6 and 8. I just need to like be more mentally aware and just say 7, no, 6, the number that comes after 6, and then 8. There we go. What I gotta start saying. Okay, and then we just want to go, so 2 is 6. 3 is the number that comes after 6. 4 is 8. 2 is 6. 3 is the number that comes after 6. And 4 is 8. Cool. Then, when we come over here, when you're hovering over the card, we want to say... Crap. Yeah, how are we going to do this? I'm trying to think of this. I did not think this one through. Oh, well. Okay, so basically what we want to do is we can get rid of this and this.
THT
Okay.
guy on the interwebs says, for Hootie Hend I guess, it has no definition. Also, have you heard of these people I need to kill? The prototype, the Pale King, etc. Okay, bye.
What? Hold up now, no murdering here in this stream. There will be no murdering here. It's numbers. Sports guy went viral for saying numbers. That's all you're getting. Then why random numbers are a meme? It just doesn't make sense. It really does not make sense. It does not make sense at all. It has no definition. Also, have you heard of these people I need to kill? Embrace the 6-7 lifestyle. Absolutely not. I will not embrace it. Absolutely not. Or maybe if I embrace it, that'll finally be the nail in the coffin that finally gets people to stop saying it. Because if I start saying it, that means you know the coolest factor has finally gone and is past. So there we go. I've killed it. 6-7 is dead, and I am its murderer. I did it. Let's see. It's complicated. For Hootie Head, I guess it has no definition. Let's see. It's a silly number. Yes, murdering. The only person allowed to slay here is Moon. Shake my head. Exactly. I am the only one here slaying. No murder on the stream unless it's murdering that like and subscribe. True. True. If you're gonna murder anything, make sure to murder that like and subscribe button. Yeah. Thank you, Fairly. I appreciate that. This is just in. Old man says 6-7 and the meme is gone. Prototype needs to be killed and they killed kids in a video game. What? I don't know what you're talking about now at this point in time. Traitors must be banished. / reference. Let's see. Dakota says, doing good. Found out something new going back on the playlist that I've been practicing with. That there's actually in an engine version control for RPG Maker MZ. It's called Core Script Updater. Core Script Updater, eh? What is that? Is that to like update plugins for from MV to MZ? Poppy Playtime monster called Prototype. Gotcha. Yeah, I've never played that, so yeah, I guess I would not have known the reference. Good point. It's a good point. Okay, so what's happening here? What is this? What's going on here? Seven, 8, 9. That's the... I don't know what all those are referring to, but because that's just all the initialization, which is fine. And over here we've got 6, the number that comes after 6, 8, 6, the number that comes after 6, 8. Okay. Okay. Over here, you are parallel process 5 and 6. The choosing perk card is on. So wait a minute. The show picture 6 plus. That's the perk icon. Oh no. Crap. I may have a problem here. Move perk icons. Okay, so I'm using image layer 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Dang it! That's fine. That's fine. It's gonna be all right. All right, let's just go with image layer 21. 21 is where we're going. So, yeah, so 6, 7, 8. You are 21, 22, 23. Okay, 21, 22, 23. So you are 1. Again, this is probably like the worst way to do this, but you know what? We're going for it anyway. 23, 23, okay. 21, 2, 3, 1, 22, 23. That is just the hovering, right? Hover, hover, hover. Oh, I know what's going on now. It's because I'm using the Y position of the pictures to... Okay, all right. This all makes sense now. Yes, we need to use the Y position, not of picture 2, but of picture 21. Okay, so then that means on this one, it's grabbing the Y position of image layer 22. And image layer 22. And image layer 23. 3. And 23. There we go. It's like, why was it trying to reference the Y position of something? Crap. Can I read property Y of undefined? Okay, so what else are we doing here? We got you. Okay, so you're not doing anything with the Y position. 2, 22. Your image layer 23 and 23. Okay, so you don't have anything to do with that. Okay, well that's a thing. So you're 21, 22, 23. Something else in here. There we go. Right, so 2 is 21. Oh. This is a long one. All right, so 21. 2 is 21. 3 is 22. 3 is 22. Last but not least, 4 is 23. 4 is 23. Okay, so that should be those. I don't have anything else in here that references the Y position of the cards. It's none of those. That's all just for the perk icons. Okay. All right. Should be good. Should be good. I hope. Okay, no error messages. Oh.
Booty Hen says, the true villain of this stream is the letter Y.
Why? Wait, what? I'm so confused. Wait, why? Why is that the enemy of the stream? Riley says, by the way, these stats are either wrong or have the most insane wishlist conversion ratio of all time. 160 wishlists and 180 demo plays can't be right, right? I mean, I could see it being right. That would be absolutely wild, but I could see it being right. Because, like, here's the thing. Like, if a demo is available to play, it's like, might as well give it a shot. Like, if it's available and free, like, wishlist it and then play the demo and then see if you want to keep it. So, yeah, I think that's totally 100% possible. I would say so. How many demos you played this year? Loki says, evening. Good evening, Loki. Welcome. Glad you're here. How's your week going so far? I'm referring to the demo of my game. I haven't played any, but I watched a lot of people play demos. The true villain of this stream is the letter Y. I don't understand. Y killed my grandma. Oh! It was the error message. Cannot read property Y of undefined. I get it now. And then, of course, for some randev, apparently their grandma was killed by Y. So that would make more sense as to why Y is the villain in some randev story, and it is also the villain in my story as of right now. Samurai Dev, I will help you take out Y. Why? Because I feel like it. That's why. Okay, so what is happening here? Is it because of 51, 52, 53? I think so. 51, 52, 53. Okay, yeah, pretty sure. Because if we come over here... Yep. Okay, so 51, 52, 50. There we go. So that should get rid of any of like the hovering, stopping, like having it like stop the whole bounce thing while you're hovering over, right? Yeah. Yeah. So now we need to add the actual, it showing its thing. Yeah. That makes sense. So now I have to decide, how am I going to do this? There's a couple ways that we could go about this, right? We could... I don't need revenge, I just need to know why. Or should I say, I need to know why. Ugh, that one was so good. I definitely didn't yawn because... Okay, I didn't actually yawn because of it. It just happened to happen right at that exact same time. That's my bad. Good, just wrapped up. Yeah, the plat on Cat's Quest 3. Oh my gosh. That's crazy, you already got plat. That is wild. So you're going back in time to make sure Y doesn't become a letter in the alphabet. Exactly. We got to take out Y while it's still a baby. That way it does not have a chance to strike when it becomes a capital Y. See what I did there? Because it's all grown up. All right. Well, it's called Course Grip. No on the top with all of the things that you can click on, go between tools and help, and click on game, and it says it right there. Oh. Wait, what? No, on the top with all the things you can click on, go between tools and help. Game. And click on game, and it says it right there. Is this specific to MZ, though? My guess is it's specific to MZ. Because I just have playtest and open folder. That's all I got. In MV, specifically. Let's get everyone who talks about Y gets to yawn. I guess you could say yawn starts with Y. Alright, I'm done. I'm done talking about Y. I'm done talking about yawning. It's making me yawn, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Petition to make Thorn the new Y. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Yeah, so it must be MZ. Oh my gosh, why is my C drive so full? I gotta fix that. Okay, in here, C drive backup. Documents. RMMZ. RPG Maker hacked. Pull this one up. Hey, look at that. It's a thing. Game. That makes me nervous to click it. Update core script. Oh. That's kind of cool. I did not know you could do that. It's kind of fun. Kind of a good time. Current version is 1.9. Well, I need to upgrade to 1.10 then, don't I? I'll have to do that later. Anyway, so yeah, good times. Thank you for showing me that. I actually had no idea. That is awesome. What the freak is that letter? Is that a P and a B? Piss guy? Piss guy? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Get it off my screen. Found that yesterday. Yeah, that is wild. I just assumed that like it just updated automatically. That's kind of cool. I had no idea that that was there. That's Thorn. I don't think it is. It's the. Oh. Okay. I don't know why I'm yawning again. We literally stopped talking about it, so I need to stop. I need more water. That's all it is. I just need more water. We should be good to go. Okay, so it's pronounced the. That makes more sense. Makes way more sense. Okay. Yes. So, how are we gonna do this? I'm kind of thinking what we do is if you are hovering over it, I don't know how well this is going to go. But we'll see what happens. We're going to say show image 2. And you are going to be game screen dot picture 51 dot underscore name. Don't need any plus in here. So I should just grab the name of whatever image layer 51 is. Show it at center, and then we are going to say game screen picture 51 X. Let's have this one go left first. So -4. Then game screen dot picture Y. The Y should stay the same. Yeah. 51. Then you're going to be 100, 100, 255. Okay. Cool. This is this, right? That is correct. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. All right. So we're showing the image. And let's change this to be, would it be 1? Yeah, normal, additive, yes. So I want to change this from 0 to be 1. I don't know if additive would actually do this correctly, or if we're also going to need to change some other stuff. We'll figure it out, though. Crap. Unexpected token. All right, where's this unexpected token? Oh. I would do it. I would do it.
Axel_Benedict says,
that is not working.
Here for streaking purposes. I'm streaming Resident Evil Village and am having far too much fun to stop.
Nice.
However, before I leave, I will do this.
Oh boy.
Axel_Benedict wants Moonman to do 10 chest benders.
Bread. So you're gonna jump in here and get the trifecta, huh?
Axel_Benedict wants Moonman to do 10 bicep curls.
I see how this is. I see how this is.
Axel_Benedict just redeemed Stretch.
Oh my gosh. You're just doing all sorts of things, aren't you? Oh my gosh. You did everything. You did absolutely everything. Well, I guess we're gonna have to do some stuff. Let me just really quickly grab this though. Picture. Oh, what is it? Tin picture. That's the one. That's the one I'm looking for.
Okay. Oh boy. What the? There's so much to redeem. Oh my gosh. You just spent all your mana, didn't you? Well then. But yeah, I actually did jump in to your
Stream, like an hour and a half ago? I guess probably would have been about an hour and a half ago. Something like that. I only had a few minutes though, because then I had to get ready for the stream. But it looks like it is going absolutely fantastic. You're doing fantastic stuff.
So yeah, keep going, keep it up, and yeah, let's do some chest benders, some bicep curls, and some stretching. Let's do that really quick. Let's crank the jams, and yeah, should be a good time. Actually, you know what we should do? We should also turn on big mode. Turn on big mode. There we go. It's gonna make it so much more fun. It's gonna make it a blast. See me in big mode while I do this? All right, here we go. Let's do the chest benders. All right, everybody, here we go. Ready? 10 on the clock. Let's do the chest benders. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. And oh, here we go. Count it with me. Got 10 bicep curls. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that one hurt today. I don't know why, but it did. Oh, man. Oh, now let's do some stretching. Oh, let's go this way. Here we go. And the other way. Ow. I can't stretch as far with the way that I changed my office. And backwards. Oh, that felt good. Oh, that was good. Thank you, Axel. I appreciate that. And let's read the camera again. I don't want to be that big. That's absolutely terrifying. Absolutely horrifying stuff. Gotta try and head to sleep. Bye, Hootie Hen. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you get some absolutely fantastic sleep. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you on a future stream with a good sleep schedule for yourself. I hope so. I hope so. I don't know how I feel about this new setup. On it, like, if I'm being completely honest. I basically all I did was I rotated my desk 90 degrees. That's all I did. And I don't know, not a fan. I do not have as much room as I did the other way. So like it's deeper now, but not as wide. So I don't know. Eh. 1,200 mana spent, or so. That is a lot. That is a lot of mana to spend all of a sudden like that. All right, so we're going to be, actually that works out perfectly that it's picture number 2. So yeah, so game screen.picture 2 tint. So I think we want to go 255, 255, 255. And then 0. So we want to keep it. Yeah, the last one really doesn't matter. We can just leave it as 0. Because that's like the gray scale, the what's the right term? Basically making it in black and white or not. So 0 is non-black and white. Let's see, I'll probably use AI to figure out how that officially works later. Now we all know. See, there you go. There you go. Now we all know. And I appreciate that, Dakota. Thank you. Okay, so that will do that. And then if we say, let's just set you back to 0, because I don't know if the additive was doing weird things. I don't know. Yeah, it's just not showing that at all. Hold up. It is showing, it's just showing the wrong thing. Dang it, it's not image 50. I didn't want 51, I want 21. Dang it. Okay, well, I may not need that tint image. I may not need to tint the image. But I guess we'll see. So if we come in here and I comment it out, then over here we change this back to additive, what's gonna happen? Okay, so it's technically there, it's just not, you can't see it as well as I was hoping it would be. So, yeah, let's switch this back. So uncomment out that code. And over here, set this back to be normal, not additive. Now, actually, that should be fine. I know you can kind of see like little flickers at the top and bottom as it moves up and down, but once we get them all in there, we should be good. So, yeah. Let's keep going. Brenda says, oh, hey, I just got someone to wishlist Tomb of Vercilias. What? How would you do that? How would you do that fairly? I mean, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. But, did it just come up in random conversation? That's, I like it. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Fairly. I appreciate that. I still wonder if, because I've actually worn the Jellyfield shirt to work a couple times now. I almost wonder if it has actually gotten anybody to wishlist the game. I would hope so. But I can't really say for certain. I guess I could ask people at work to be like, hey, have you wishlisted this game? All right, so I set that to plus. Again, I'm sure this is like the absolutely most inefficient way of doing this, but you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, so let's set this to be 4. Oh. Wait, yeah. 21. So the X is no longer doing things. We are now doing Y -4. You're going to be 5. Y +4. Okay, we got 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, probably the worst way to add a highlight. But at least this way, the highlight it'll match every single shape of card. Now I just need to have it actually disappear when you unhover. Because that's not supposed to happen. So, anyway, yes, let's do that now. Yeah. Should be a good time. Some Red Dev says, what a coincidence. Someone just convinced me to wishlist Tomb of Vercilias. Aw, fairly. You didn't have to convince some Red Dev to wishlist. I know that they would never wishlist. Anyway, so actually, maybe the fact that you got them to wishlist, that's impressive. That is very impressive. So thank you, Fairly. I appreciate that. And Fairy Wakeling with the Twerking Ducks. Welcome, Fairy Wakeling. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Fairly says they were streaming Next Fest stuff and they mentioned loving roguelikes, and I was like, well, I know a game. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that you are too kind. Too kind. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that's for card 1. And then over here, we do card 2. So this is all the same stuff except for it is game screen, picture 22, 22, 22, and 22. 22, 22, 22, 22. And 2, 22, 22, 22. Yeah. And the tinting should all be the exact same. Then over here, got all of this going on for picture 23, 23, 23, 23, and 23, 23, 23, 23. And last but not least, 3, 23, 23, 23. Cool. And then in the else handler, over here at the very end, we'll then say erase image layer 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. I think. Hey, look at that. Yeah, now when you hover over the card, it'll add just like a nice little highlight around the card. And yeah. I think that works pretty well. Awesome. Well, that's happy. Happy times. Happy times, happy times, happy times. If you say it 3 times, then it's definitely happy times. Let's see, Drake over on YouTube says, have you read out loud a monologue for a theater application class? Appreciation class. I chose one in the Nameless City by H.P. Lovecraft. Just had to make sure his description didn't have any slurs in it. Fair. Oh wait, you have to read, not have you read, have to read out loud a monologue for a theater appreciation class. That is going to be an absolute blast of a time. I've only given like 2 monologues before in my life, but they were fun. They were a good time. If I'm being completely honest, my first monologue I ever had to do, which was in high school, my monologue was Albuquerque by Weird Al. That was 100% legit was my monologue. I memorized Albuquerque so that I could monologue. It was good times. Yeah. Anyway, good luck with that. It's going to be an absolute blast of a time. Yeah. Anyway, let's see here. Wait. What was that? There was the notification that just popped up. I don't know what's going on. I feel like the notifications are doing weird things tonight. Anyway, let's see. Okay, all right. Fairy Winkling says, I've been trying some Next Fest demos. If only there were a demo for a Blackjack roguelike, but no one is making this niche game for me. Someone needs to get on that. Someone needs to start on that. Hopefully, when is the next Fest? When is the next Fest? It's like not until later in the year, right? June? Oh, okay. So February to March is scheduled for June. Okay. I hope that this demo is ready for then. It better be. if this thing is not ready by June, I'm going to be very sad and upset with myself. So hopefully the June Next Fest will be one that we will be a part of. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah. Well, that'll be a good time. Should be fun. Should be fun. Let's see here. Dylan says, evening, Mr. Moon. Good evening, Dylan. Welcome. Glad you're here. Those perk cards are looking... Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very much so. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they're coming along. They're coming along. I actually recently updated the icon on Nick's Hat of Divine Wisdom, and I'm actually very happy with how it turned out. Yeah, I was worried about changing it, and then I changed it. I was like, I'm very glad that I did this. I feel like the icon looks way better now. I'm still on the fence about how like the buttons here are. I'm trying to decide. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of fun though. I like how as it moves up and down, it like hovers over it. I also just realized, oh my gosh. Test play, properties. Wait, you already said to capture the cursor. Okay, there we go. Whew, that was weird. Anyway, yeah, so I'm on the fence about the numbers down here. I think it would look best. How's this gonna look best? I think it's gonna look best if I have them shifted down just a little bit more. That way you don't see them pop up from below the, you know, message box here. Yeah. I'm also trying to decide if I even keep them for now. I think until I actually get like a better idea of how I want them to be. Yeah, I think I might just, I think I might just do this. Just don't have them show. 51, 52, 53. Yeah, we'll just have them be invisible for now. I'll bring them back later. I want to make sure that they feel right, you know? Yeah, yeah. I do want them there. I feel like their design was not quite right thematically. So, we'll get there. We'll get there, though. Cameron says, you give a monologue every time you describe your game to newcomers. That is a really great point. I do a monologue for that every single time. That is a very good point. I know, right? I think some guy, at Moonwood Games, might be working on that. Maybe just a little bit. Let's see, Hamster Hammer says, hey, how you doing, man? I'm doing absolutely fantastic, Hamster. How you doing? How's life going for you? Hopefully things are going well. Anything fun, exciting been going on? Would absolutely love to hear about it. Fred says, if only my dream of roguelike dungeon crawler with blackjack combat was made in RPG Maker. But that would never exist. Never in a million years would someone make something like that. No one would be crazy enough to do something like that. So, rest assured, your dream will never come true. And I mean that in the best possible way. It's gonna happen, everybody, I promise. I just work very slow, and I am so sorry about that. Maybe streaming game development is not the best way to do this. Oh well. Oh well. Does anyone else's shaved face feel like fine-tooth Velcro? I don't know if Velcro is the way that I would describe it. But maybe. Maybe. Nobody ever makes my highly specific dreams. You gotta be less specific, and then all your dreams will come true. Every single one of them. I've been working on my trailer for Ethereal the last couple of days. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, trailers are scary. They're kind of scary to make. You know, I feel like it's something that like most people don't really think about. And then you have to do it, and you're like, oh, very scary stuff. But that is awesome, though. I hope this is gonna come along. And yeah, do you feel like it's getting close, or is there still a lot of work you got to do on it? Okay, my dream is game. Frankly, I've got great news for you. There's an absolutely fantastic demo that's out right now called Jellyfield. You should go check it out. It is absolutely fantastic. It's a beautiful game, and I think you would really enjoy it. I think so. I think you would. All right. All right. So I think that's good UI-wise. I heard the game sucks. Nah, you heard wrong. You have heard wrong, my friend. It is an absolute blast of a game. Absolute blast. I love it. Highly recommend. You should definitely play it sometime. All right. So, where were we? Where did we stop off again? So we were working on, we had the tooltips. So we've done Fraley's Fantastic Scroll, Griffin's Potion of Power, Nick's Hat of Divine Wisdom, Axel's Wheel of Cheese, Mathra's Ale-Soaked Gauntlets, the Spiked Pauldron. Reduces dexterity saving throws by 10%. Did we actually get that finished? I remember we were doing that at the end of last time. So adds 2% spike damage to yourself, reduces dexterity saving throws by 10%. Oh my goodness. That's not what we want to see. Whoa, that was... What? Ah, crap. Okay. How am I going to avoid that? So it only does it on like the second and third card. So the reason it's doing this flashing thing is because the cards are fading in, right? Like they fade in. But this event right here that is showing the highlight starts showing before the fade in is complete. And so it shows the white cards beneath, and it makes it look like it flashes, but it's not actually flashing. It's just because the card that's supposed to be in front of it is still transparent. There's a couple things we could do. We could just make it so this does not activate as early. We could say that this has to finish the animation. Have you tried deleting the entire project and crying? Yes, I actually have a few times. I heard it was all made by AI in a factory. Nope. Only games with no charm could that be true about. And Jellyfields has way too much charm. Way too much charm to have been made with AI. The crying method always works. Maybe we'll cut the whole deleting the project, and maybe we'll just try the crying part. I think crying should work just fine. That'll be all right. Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. I think all I have to do is, instead of just saying, hey, have it be a set 255 opacity, we'll just say game screen dot picture, not picture, picture, game screen dot picture. Crap, what was it? 23 dot underscore opacity. I think it's dot underscore opacity. Pretty sure. So that way it's just setting the opacity to be equal to whatever that image's opacity is, which means it should fade in. Should. Whoa. Still not exactly what I was hoping for, but I actually kind of like that. Whoa. Dang it. Why do I actually like that? I know it's not going to do it every time, but I kind of like how that looks. I wish that I could recreate it, but I know that I can't. Okay, I could, but it would take 4 extra image layers. I know that I shouldn't like it, but I really like that. Anyway, we're not going to try and recreate it for everything else, though, but I am just going to come in here and we're just going to grab that. The flash is kind of awesome. I know, that's why I'm like, what? And so I could, okay, I could technically reproduce this elsewhere. Like every time you hover over it, it would like flash the card and stuff. I could technically do that. I'm not going to, but I could technically do that. But it's more work than it's actually worth. So we're just going to do this for all of these. That way, if you hover over any of the cards, because this only does it when it's first fading in, right? Like if you do this, like it doesn't do it anytime you hover over the cards. And it's not even going to do it for this first card either. It only does it for this last card for the most part, and then a little bit on this card. Yeah, it's mostly this card here. If, and only if, you are hovering over it while it is fading in. So, yeah. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do do. Good enough. Good enough. All right. Spike Pauldron. Oh, that's right. That's what we needed to do. Dang it. Ah, crap. You know what? I also just realized. It's showing the icons below the images now. Because the icons are on image layers 7 through 15. And the cards are layers 21 through 23 and 51 through 53. Meaning the icons now show below the cards, so when I select them... dang it. It shows below the cards. All right. Gosh diddly darn it. As Ned Flanders would say, gosh diddly dang it. The Flash is kind of awesome. I love when you feel like you're on a roll and then realize you missed a glaring issue. I know. It's so sad. I was like, this is going so well. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. This is going to be a perfect way to handle this. And it was not. It was not the case. Not even a little bit. Okay. So. First of all, I need to erase the images when you select. So it's here. So when released, we need to erase those. Yeah. Okay, so that should get rid of the highlight when you select the card. What? Released. This, okay. What? Wait. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Game dev in a nutshell is just what it really literally is. Like yeah, I'm very confused. So maybe if we just go here. Let's test it on image number 1. Okay, all right, so that worked. Cool. So I think it's that it's processing this so quickly that as soon as I pressed release, it was still trying to tint pictures while it erased the pictures. That would, I guess, make sense. I guess. Okay, so this is right before the common events get started. So let's get rid of those, and then right before the common events. Yeah, this is how fickle RPG Maker can be in its processing. Having erase images here in you know the whatever you call it, the processing of all of the eventing and the scripts, having it here causes issues. Having it here after it's done this, and this, no issues. Don't know why. That's just how processing works, I suppose. There's no like wait times or anything like that. It just processes like 3 more things and then it's like, okay, we're good. No more errors. So, yeah, so then the last issue is the icons are showing up below the cards, which does not look right. So, we need to fix that. All right. What are we currently using? So, moving perk icons, we start at image number 7. Okay. Problem is that the cards are showing at image number 51. All right. We will... Yeah, so 7. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 through 16. I don't know what this 16 is, but we are going to change this to be... Gonna kind of suck, but it's gotta happen. 61, 62, 63, 64. Nope. 65, 66, 67, 68. That is 78, 68, 69. And then I don't know what image number 16 is, but it's not a part of the icons. So, boom. Who knows? Who knows? Nothing down here, so I'll just leave it as is for now. I don't know. I don't know what 16 is. Oh, this is the keyboard input. That's what's going on there. Okay, so this is one. And then button press animations. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So then nothing in here should need to be done. This can also just go away. We don't need that at all. Yeah, this is all old news. Delete page. Okay, so now we just need to come over here and we just say 7 is 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. And 69. Again, I have no idea what image number 16 is, but whatever. I believe over here we also need to say, showing the perk icons. Yes, okay, so we also need to update the stuff in here. So if this variable, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so now we've got 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, the number after 66, 68, and 69. Okay, now we should be able to come in here and we should be able to say Mathra's ASO Gauntlets. If we click on that, the icon should pop up on top of the actual icon itself and then move over here. Let's see what happens. Or nothing could happen. That is also... Why didn't I think that was an option? Why didn't I think that was an option? I mean, who knows? What the crap? Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. I figured it out. Maybe I didn't. I didn't figure it out. Tooltips. Show picture number 6 plus... Okay, so you need to be 60. Then you'd be plus whichever one you selected. Yeah, so 60. Then you'd be 61, 62, 63, so on and so forth. Okay, so you're not 6, you're 60 plus that, and then you're not 6, you're 60. plus that. Okay, that should be better. That should, all right. Now I should be able to click on, say, Fairly's Fantastic Scroll. It should show a scroll on top of the scroll icon. Hey, look at that. It actually worked. Happy day. Speaking of Fairly, over on YouTube, Fairly says, hello, I'm famous YouTuber. Treat me differently. Yes, sir. Yes, Fairly, sir. Absolutely, I want. This is how I treat famous people. I bow, I salute, and I accidentally smack my microphone. So, yeah. That's how it goes. Fairly says, I had a massive bug in Jellyfields yesterday. Entire game was broken. Added a debug log on a script, and the entire game fixed. Deleted it, and then it was all back to normal. Was so confused. I hate when that happens. There is nothing, like, as frustrating as bugs are, nothing is worse than you, like, finding a bug, starting to work on it, and then it kind of fixes, but then you like either revert the change or something like that, and then it still just keeps working, and you're like, why? Because then it's just like, what was the problem? Like, did you actually fix the issue, or was it something else completely different, and it's gonna pop up again? Who knows? Terrifying stuff. Anyway, this spiked pauldron causes attacking enemies to get hurt, but is very cumbersome and reduces dexterity saving throws. So adds 2% spike damage to yourself, reduces dexterity saving throws by 10%. Let's equip this one. There we go, and now we should be able to go find some combat. We need to go find some combat game. I don't know if you heard me or not, but there we go. Oh my god. Find some combat. Where's the combat? Thank you. Now if we try to leave, we should have our dexterity saving throw reduced by 10%. 10% of the full dice. So it's 10% of 20, which means 2. So it reduces it by 2. Let's try to leave. Should roll the dice. Difficulty is 18. What was that? Why did it switch? Oh, okay, so I still need to fix that. So it landed on a 2, and then it reduced it by 10%, which 10% of 20 is 2, and so it reduced it by 2, meaning it was then 0. So it went from this image to that one, that image to that one. That would make sense, because this is dice 2-0. All right, never mind. We're fine. We can fix that one. That is fine. So that did work correctly, though. 2% chance for an enemy to be you, and you're super good at blackjack. No! The ultimate horrible mirror effect. 2% chance for them to be you. Quick maths. I may be quick at math. I never said I was good at it, but I am quick at it. Yeah. Although this one was easy enough, I mostly just remembered it from yesterday. Because if not, I probably it would have taken me just a little bit longer to be like, wait a minute. And I'd think about it. But since I remembered, not from last night, from Sunday. Since I remembered from Sunday, it's easier for me to remember that. So it's not that I'm actually good at math. It's because I just remember from Sunday remembering. Yeah, good times. Good times. Okay, so here... Reduce dex save throw with perk. So it does all of that. Yeah. And then it moves the picture. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We've got all this fun JavaScript here, right? So basically we just need to say if we have this variable here, right? Variable number 5. So we just need to say if variable number 5 is less than or equal to 1, Then we say, no, we're just going to say if you are greater than or equal to 1, then game screen dot picture 135 dot underscore name equals dice 2 plus whatever that variable is. Yes. And then we say, else game screen dot picture 135 dot underscore name equals dice 2 dash 1. So that way, doesn't really matter. Yeah. So that way, so if the dice is greater than or equal to at least 1, it will show whatever the dice is. But then if you are not, which means if you are equal to 0 or less, then just show it as dice 1. Yeah. That should be correct. I hope. I think. Guess we'll find out. Okay, so that should be a good if-else statement right there. And yeah, that should be good. Nick over on YouTube says, my man's still live. That's true. That's true. I am. I'm here. I'm live. I'm doing things. Welcome. How you doing, Nick? How's life? Okay, so here, though, just right before this happens, though, let's just say set this to be a random number between 1 and 2. Because if it is 1 or 2, it's going to be 0 or below. That way I should be able to see. Yeah. Should be able to see. I want to see if it is equal to 1. I want to know if it will just then stay 1. If it's equal to 2, then I want to know if it goes to 1. Okay, Spike Pauldron, let's go find some combat. Okay, so if I try to leave, it should roll the dice, land on a 1 or a 2. What? I completely missed what the thing was. What was that? 19 to 1? Okay, what is going on there? If I try to leave, it should roll. Or it could just not do anything. Okay. Or it could bug out. That's cool. That's cool too. All right, well, that we're gonna have to figure out what's going on there. Let's see. Got the notification. I was driving, so I couldn't stop. By then, obviously. I mean, that's true. That's true. I'm glad that you did not try to pull up the stream while you were driving. Thank you for being safe. I do appreciate that. That's a smooth dice animation. Thank you. I appreciate that. It took a while to get it looking just right, and yeah, finally got it. Because again, like I've said before, definitely not an artist, and yeah, so trying to get a 3D, like a seemingly 3D looking spinning dice is not easy. Wow, there! Oh my gosh, freaking give me a monster! Thank you. Wow. All right, here we go. So if we do this, so 12, 17. What are you currently, though? You are currently equal to 17. And now you're equal to -1. What? Why? Game variables at set value. We're setting 5 to equal 5 plus math ceiling 20 times 675 divided by 100. That's the percentage conversion.
Mathra Dog just redeemed Streech.
Mathra, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Oh my
Mathra
gosh.
Dog wants Moonman to do 10 chest benders.
It's because of this.
Mathra Dog wants Moonman to do 10 bicep curls.
It's because it rolls the dice, it lands on any of those, any number, 1 through 20, and then I'm telling it to set it to be 1 or 2, and then this is then reducing it by 2. I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. So if I wanted this to be correct, I would put this here, and then it would look correct. I literally just, like, hurt my own brain because I'm an idiot. Late night workout. I need it. I need it because my brain is apparently not functioning on all cylinders, so I need something to wake myself up. Okay, so we roll the dice, it lands, we get an 8, down to a 1. All right, cool. Now, let's say, for example, if... Why would that have still shown 8? Because it's... Well... Doesn't matter. Does not matter. What if we just say, hey, set it to be 2? Set it to be 2. Like Pauldron. Right, let's go find a monster. And then we're gonna do some workout stuff. Oops. Okay, so if I try to leave the monster, still is doing weird stuff. So let's figure this out in 2 seconds. Let's do a late night workout and let's get the blood flowing to the brain. Oh my gosh. Let's do some stuff to get my my blood flowing again to my brain, shall we? Here we go. Let's crank the jams. And let's do some stuff. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Everybody ready for some chest benders? Here we go. 10 on the clock. Count them with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and the bicep curls. Here we go. Count them with me. Got 10 on the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feels good. And now let's do some stretching. Ooh, let's go to the left. Here we go. And then to the right. And backwards. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. Thank you, Mathra. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. How's your day going? How are things going for you? Hopefully things are going well. Oh, all right. So, yeah, what is happening here? So this loops. This is moving the dice back down. This first loop is moving it up. And then this moves it down. And then when it finishes moving down, because it moves it down over the course of, okay, so 60. Moonwood stretches live on camera and sometimes does game dev too. Sometimes, every now and then. It's mostly stretching. Mostly stretching. I am jonesing for an energy drink. I don't know what that means. But you should get one. You should definitely get one. That actually sounds really good right now. Yes, it should set variable 5 to be 2. And then it says to set the name of 135 to be dice dash plus game variables of value 5. Okay. So when it flashes the screen, it should be a 2. Like, regardless of what I've selected, it should be a 2 when it flashes the screen. I need to up the spawn of the monsters or something. Jeez. Okay. Of course, I got a blackjack. Okay, so it is a 2. It was a 19 before. I just want to try this one more time. It rolls 16. Is it currently a 16? It is currently a 16. Okay. And then it switches down to a 2, because that's what I'm telling it to do. And then it does nothing because I didn't have the spiked pauldron. Okay, now let's get the spiked pauldron. If I can get the spiked pauldron. There we go. Spiked pauldron. This is going to make it so it reduces my dexterity saving throws by 10%. Okay, if I try to leave, we should roll. It's an 11. 11. Reduces down to a 2. It's now a 2. It reduced down to a 1. And then I lose. We call it good. Okay. Cool. Now, if we set this to be a 3, I don't know why I'm still doing the random number. And let's get rid of this flash. This should reduce it down to a 1. I don't get why it showed a 4. Whatever. I know that it's working correctly, so like I'm not that concerned. I think it's because there is no weight here. So I think if I were to add like a 20 frame delay, so 1/3 of a second, I'm pretty sure I would see it switch to being a 4. Pretty sure. Come over here. And then if we leave, we should go to a number. We should see it switch to a 4, goes down to a 2. Okay. All right. So what we need to do then is we need to say, set you to a random number between 1 and 20. Do not wait. Should be able to select the pauldron, find a monster, and if we run, we should see it go from 5. Okay. Did I add this extra randomization? Maybe that's the problem, is that there shouldn't be a randomization here. I don't think we need that. I think we should be fine without that extra randomization, because we're already randomizing it. So, like pauldron. If we run, we should go from 9 to a 7, which we do. Awesome. We should just be able to go back and forth, unless, of course, we get a blackjack. We should just be able to go back and forth. Roll it. 10 to an 8. Cool. Okay. I think we should be good now. 20, 18. trying to decide what we do with a nat 20. If you roll a nat 20, should we do something special? Maybe. Maybe. We might add something later. Maybe we'll add something later. Yeah, so I think we should be good. I think that should all be working correctly. Of course he got a blackjack. But hey, he took damage because he hit me. So that's exciting times. Let's split. Okay, so we got a blackjack and then a 14, 18, 28. Okay, well, there we go. That was wrong. I had a blackjack on my second hand. Sure, I busted on my first, but I had a blackjack on my second. Crap. Oh, the splits just add so much more weird complication to this whole game. I think that's potentially the problem. On this one, it's just checking to see if card total value is greater than 21. Then it checks for busting. So busting, turn on stand. Stand, stand, stand. Okay. I wonder. So if I do this, I just want to see if I get a split, let's split this, and then I want to bust on this first hand. If as soon as I bust, what does it do? Okay. Then I have to bust on my second hand. This is at a 21. Okay, so it's not an actual blackjack, but it is a 21. I think I know what the problem is. So over here on stand, so we've got a lot of checks here. A lot of checks. To just automatically go into a player bust. Ah, crap. That's what I was worried about. Okay, so yeah, so one of these checks is actually right here at the very end. And it basically just says if the players, so 35. So 35, I believe, is just total cards drawn, or the total card value. So total card total value. So total card total value is the variable that is storing your hand's total value, right? And so basically this right here is just saying if your hand one's total is greater than 21, then you bust. But we don't want to say that because if your hand one me when I'm waiting a table and it's a party of 12 that wants to pay separately. There's a lot of checks here. See? It's applicable in more than one scenario. And it is sadly very true. Yeah, basically this is checking every single thing that could be making the player bust, which most of these are correct. So if the monster's total value is greater than the player's hand total value, and if the monster's hand is greater than the player number 2's hand, and if the monster's draw is less than or equal to 21, then that's a bust. If the player's hand is greater than 21, and the monster's hand is greater than the player's second hand, and if the monster's hand is less than or equal to 21, if the player's second hand is greater than 21, and the monster's hand is greater than the player's first hand, and if the monster's hand is less than or equal to 21, if the player's hand is greater than 21, and the monster and your second hand is greater than 21, or if you bust. I added this last one later because I don't know if anyone remembers, but there were times where yeah, crap. Yeah, how am I going to take that into consideration? Because this was causing issues, which is why I added this last one. Right? Basically, it was just like a catch-all of like, yeah, and if the player's hand 1 is greater than 21, then you bust, which is technically correct. But if you have split your hand, then you haven't. Okay. I think I just need to get rid of that last check. It's not the end-all be-all like I was thinking it was going to be. Yeah, so, yeah. We just need to get rid of that one. I need to find a different way to fix the monster's bad hands. You seem so tired, you should rest. No. We gotta get through this. I'm more tired of the freaking battle system. This thing has been an absolute nightmare. There's kind of a part of me that regrets tearing down what we had before because it worked. But there's another part of me that's like, no, we needed to fix it. It was not good. Yeah, I just, oh man. There's like so many little things to remember and keep track of. Like it just, yeah, the battle system just gets ridiculous. Because all of the checks, I basically have to duplicate I basically have to like duplicate all the checks because as soon as you split your hand, you're almost playing like a whole new game of blackjack. Because you're now working with 2 different hands, you're needing to check both of these variables. Yeah. It's fun times. So it's not the end of the world. So what happens if we have hand number 2? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of aces. Hand number 2 has now busted. Crap. All right, we're fine. All right, let's split again. Okay, of course he gets a blackjack. Let's split again. So now let's say, for example, okay, so let's bust on hand number 2. Here we go. Now, so long as I draw higher with a 19, let's see what happens. So if I stand, he's got a 13, 23. Okay. But I wonder what happens what happens if I... Okay, what is happening with the monster spawns?
Thanks
what is
for
happening?
the follow, a Seed Goat 05228.
Hey, Seed Goat, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. The goat! It is the goat! It is the goat. Okay, that would be why. The monster spawns are extremely low That would be why. All right, let's up the monster spawns, and then we should be good to go there. Yes! Goat, or Sir Goat, however you'd like to be addressed. Welcome. Hopefully have an absolutely fantastic day. Yeah. Thank you for following and for finding the channel. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, there we go. Now, let's give this a shot. So if we split, and if we hit on the first hand, 21. Now let's bust on the second, 28. If I stand, he's got a 12, a 22. I want to test this without the monster busting, though. Okay, so split, hit, dang it. Then here's the problem. I think it's going to, yeah, it makes me bust because it thinks that I busted because on hand number 1. Oh, man. Okay, 21. Let's take a hit on 20. Oh, my gosh. Okay, yeah, this is not... Okay, 21. 20. Let's bust. That's right, I set up a safeguard so you cannot... If you have a blackjack on that hand... Dang it! Thwarted by my own safeguards. Oh, well, this is fine. This is fine. Should be all right. All right, let's split the hand. I'm going to take a hit on you. Take a hit on you. This is going so well. This is going so well in testing. Let's take a hit on you. Oh my gosh. Oh well. Oh well. All right. All right. Yeah, I'll figure this out later. For now, I think what we got to do is I just need to go in and get rid of that other check that I added recently. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, this game does not want me to test this thing. Yeah, it definitely is an issue with this last check, though. Right here at the end is literally just saying, just a blanket, if the player's hand is greater than 21, then it's a player bust, which should not be the case. Not the case. It wasn't as easy as a fix as I thought it was going to be, so oh well. Oh well. Let's see, Ace the Goat says, yeet. How much is the game when it drops? That is a great question. I haven't figured it out yet. Have not really gone over what I may charge. Somewhere between probably like $5 and $10-ish, somewhere between there. You know, definitely do not want to charge more than that. Yeah. It's definitely going to be a fine balance where it's like, it's, because obviously like I've been developing the game for a little over a year now. There is going to be quite a bit in the game once it is finished. So yeah, so it just kind of depends on, how I'm feeling, how it seems like most people would react to the prices. And yeah, we'll kind of go from there. So yeah, but somewhere between the like $5 and $10-ish. $9.50, maybe somewhere around there. Read the hands. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. It's got to be $67. Well, there we go. It is predetermined. The game is going to be $67, or maybe it'll be $6.70. Maybe we'll go that way. We'll go in that direction. All right. So if we take a hit here, and we take a hit here, 21. Yeah, so if it's at 21 at all, you just cannot go above 21. Good to know. 17. Okay, so we both tied at 21. Okay, interesting. Also subbed to the YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, over here on Twitch and YouTube. So whichever one you prefer, whichever one you would like, that is where we are at. So, all right. I win that one because I won the dice roll. Fair enough. Split the hand. All right. 20, 21. It is going to be the death of me that I cannot draw past 21 on my own game. Oh my goodness, what the?
Welcome to the Moonwood Alliance, ACETHGOAT05228.
Ace to go. Thank you so much for that subscription. I appreciate that. Thank you. You do not have to do that, but I do appreciate that you did. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. I would drop $67. That's That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to spend on an indie game. Like, don't get me wrong. If I could charge $67 and people would actually pay it, I actually don't know if I would actually still charge $67. I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. As much as I am proud of this game and I want it to be good. Okay, that one was obvious. Yeah, I don't think I would. I don't think I would. Anyway, so yeah, somewhere between $5 and $10 is the most likely target range on the price. Do the peak technique, $7.99, since $7.99 is basically $5 in people's minds. That might be what I do. It might be what I do, something like that. Or maybe I would do $10 and then I'll have it on sale as often as I possibly can. Maybe, we'll see. That's why they the goat. The goat. True. That's why they the goat. The goat. Okay. See, but then that one worked. Oh wait, it's because I got rid of the condition. That's why. Okay, let's leave the room. Let's see what happens. So we should get our crap. Okay, so let's figure out why this is happening, because this is not a good thing. Okay, so if you try to leave...
SeedGoat05228 turned Moon Man
I
into
am
a
now
PNG.
a PNG. Look at me go. Look at me go. I'm a PNG. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. No problem, no problem. April 1st joke. What? I would absolutely charge $67 if people would pay for it. Holy, I can't spell. I'm dropping all my bits. Oh my goodness. Every single one. That's all right. That's all right. That's what they're there for. And they will come back over time. So, you know, it's a good time. Good time. I mean, I guess that's true. If I could charge $67 for the game, maybe I actually would. Maybe I actually would.
Okay, so oh boy, here we go. Alright, so why on earth is this going the way that it is? I do not understand. Okay, so first of all, I believe this is some of the old stuff, which we do not need anymore, so
I think we can get rid of this. This should be good to go. Let's get rid of it. So, but like, why? That's what I want to know, is why is this not actually working correctly? So, I mean, just out of curiosity, is variable 1300 999 or more? That's the first thing we got to figure out. Because it pops up here. It shows this, which means that, like, it's turning on switches. So switch 23 is switch 23 on. Switch 23 is on. Okay. So that should be on here. Okay. Is it stuck in this loop? Well, no, because it's getting here. It's getting here. It's got to be getting stuck in some other loop. Some other loop is getting stuck. 10 out of 10. This is so funny. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you're enjoying yourself. So, okay, so what is this loop going on? Why are we looping in here? Because we're showing this image in the background here, the table. So dice roll 4 is this guy. So it is showing this image. So it's at least getting to there. And then we're showing dice 2 dash whatever. Okay. But it's not actually showing the dice, so that's a problem. Okay, so variable 1300. What are you currently at? Equal to 0. Okay. Well, we will delete this page. We don't need it anymore, so let's just get rid of that. The only thing this should be relying on is switch 23 being on, which it currently is. Switch 23 is on. Okay. So then it shows this image. and then it stops here. Now I'm poor, I can't gift subs. No! No! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But either way, I do appreciate you being here at least. So there you go. There you go. That is very much appreciated. Wait. Did you mean, no, I'm poor, I can't gift subs? I think that's what you meant, not now I'm poor. I only have $2.21. Do not be spending that on gifted subs. Do not do that. As much as I do appreciate that, do not be doing that. Save that $2.21. Save it. And get something with it. Something. I was gonna say go get a burger, but like, can you even get a burger from McDonald's for $2.21 anymore? I feel like not, which is very sad. Very sad indeed. So what are we getting stuck on? That's my question. So image, so 134. All right, so let me check this really quick. So here we go. Game screen dot picture 134. Are we showing 135? Buttons split 1. What the crap is buttons split 1? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, all right, so we're making progress. We're making progress in figuring this out. So the problem is the split button here. So let's say, for example, so this is switch number 23. You would be showing 135, right? $135. Okay. So let's just say, for kicks and giggles, let's throw this in here, and we're just going to say if switch 23 is on, then jump to that page. Yeah. Save. I think that was potentially the problem. Maybe. Oh, balls. I was like, why is it running so slowly? It's because I had the console open. You can get a giant slice of pizza from Costco or Sam's Club. Oh, that's true. Or 4 hot dogs from Sheetz. Yes, that's right. You can get 2 hot dogs per $1 at Sheetz with optional onions, lettuce, and sauces. Take that, West Coasters. I was gonna say, I have no idea what the freak Sheetz is. But if they are selling 2 hot dogs for $1 with optional onions, lettuce, and sauces, I am very, very sad. Because you cannot get anything close to that here. I think the closest you can get is Costco hot dogs. Yeah, pretty sure you could, it's just the Costco hot dogs would be like the closest to that price. Because I'm trying to think of other like hot dog restaurants around here, and it's $5, $6 for a hot dog. That's not fun. Not fun at all. Well, I need to go to the East Coast so I can get some Sheetz. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll be back when you stream again. Sounds good. Thank you so much for being here, Ace the Goat. I do appreciate it. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening. And yeah, we'll hopefully see you on the future stream on Thursday. So, till then, good luck and take care. It's the best gas station ever. Oh! Okay, I guess I didn't really think about gas station. You might be able to get gas station hot dogs for around that price around here, too. I was thinking actual restaurant. You know, a place where you would actually want to eat a hot dog. I don't know if I would eat a hot dog from a gas station. Let's see. My mom gonna beat me for being up. Nope. Don't let her do it. I do not want to be responsible for that. So go get some sleep. I will take you to Sheetz if we ever meet. It will be legendary. That would be absolutely legendary. And I'm down for it. If we ever meet, especially on the East Coast, I guess we would have to meet on the East Coast. If we ever meet on the East Coast, then we are definitely going to Sheetz, and you'll have to show me these amazing hot dogs. No. Hold on. Sheets is basically a restaurant. Okay, all right. So wait. So is Sheets almost kind of like oh my gosh, what the freak is that gas station with the gopher beaver thing? Beaver gas station. What's it called? What's that place called? Buc-ee's, that's the one. Buc-ee's. So it's almost kind of like a Buc-ee's, where it's like, yeah, it's technically a gas station, but it's just like so over the top that you're like, yeah, maybe not. Good old Buckmeisters. I've actually never been to Buc-ee's, but they are building a Buc-ee's pretty close to my house. Like literally like 15 minutes from my house. Next year, I think. I think they're starting construction this year, and then it'll be finished next year. Which is going to be potentially a big problem because those things are massive. And it is literally, I will have to pass it on my way to and from work, and I worry what it's going to do to traffic. But who knows? Who knows? But it is going to be kind of crazy to have one so close. Like, I'm definitely going to have to go because I've heard really crazy and good things about it. We recently got a Buc-ee's in Virginia. Literally can't stop winning. Pretty much. What? Damn, I'm jealous. Mine's 2 hours away. Oh, that is a pretty far ways away. Well, then there we go. If we ever meet up, then we'll have to go to Buc-ee's, and we can go the one by my house. Yeah. Buc-ee's was so overwhelming when we went there. It felt like everything was in 2x speed. I feel like that's probably what it'll be like. Because here's the thing, I would not mind going to like the grand opening. I think that would actually be kind of fun to go to the grand opening because it is so close. But who knows? I also hate being around groups of people, like crowds of people. I said groups of people. I mean crowds of people. I do not like crowds of people. And so I would worry what that would do to me to be in a place like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, Drip Advisor says, was getting up and my vest caught on my thermos, spilling water all over the tray. My vape was sitting on. Now I gotta get a new vape. No! Drip Advisor, I am so sorry. That is rough. Got a filling fix today and was told not to eat anything crunchy, but being the snack fiend I am, I'm just using the other side of my mouth to chew. I mean, that's basically what they mean. Is they're like, hey, just don't chew on this side. Other than that, you're fine. Everything's fine and good to go. How many Tesla fast chargers does yours have? I saw one in Texas that seemed to have about 50, or at least it looked that way, and 100 gas pumps. Oh my gosh, that is wild. I don't know. I don't know how many they're going to have at this one. From everything that I've heard, so I don't think they've even like broken ground yet. But they do have like the spot picked. And so the spot is picked, it's there, but yeah, I don't think they've broken ground yet. But my assumption is probably going to be somewhere around there. I hear that it should be like the, like, I don't know, standard Buc-ee size. And so yeah, it's going to be big. I don't know exactly how big, but probably pretty big. I just hope that it'll drive gas prices down around here because gas prices are still out of hand here, which is not fun. Okay. I think. Oh, that's right. I was going to go test that thing. I was like, why? What was I testing? I was like, I know that I was testing something. It's because I want to test. I want to test to make sure we don't ever lock up the thing again. So we come in here. We've got the split. Then if I try to leave. Okay, so it gets rid of the split button, which is totally fine. Totally understandable. I'm all right with that. As long as it doesn't freeze this up, I'm totally fine with that. Okay, awesome. We seem to be working well. No stops. Yeah. Should be good. Should be good. I keep getting food jammed in the same teeth. It turns out they were getting jammed in the worn out filling, which is why it was so hard to toothpick or floss out. Yeah, I could see that. Miss my vape though. It helps with the stress. Yeah, that is not a fun thing to lose. That is not a fun thing to lose at all. Are you able to get one soon? Because I know that having to go cold turkey on that kind of stuff, not good. Not good at all. So hopefully. Oh my goodness.
Welcome Small Block Boy and your 6 amazing audience members.
Small Block Boy, thank you so much for that raid. I appreciate that. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Welcome everybody else. I'm glad you're here as well. Yeah. Thank you for that. How'd your stream go? How'd everything go for you? Hopefully things went well. Yeah, anything you want to share, would absolutely love to hear about it. Small Buck Boy says small raid, and some Red Dev says raid, and Chaos Chayot says small raid. Welcome, I'm glad you're here. Drew Advisor says tomorrow, but I might have to get a different model or brand. I have some Zins, but I can't snack and Zin at the same time. Fair. That is fair. That's fair. Well, yeah, hopefully things will be all right for you until tomorrow. So, yeah, hopefully. Yeah, Small Block Boy, I do appreciate the raid. Thank you so much. And yeah, if you get a raid and run, first of all, if you get a raid and run, totally understandable. No worries. I know that after a stream, you know, can be, especially if it's a longer one, you know, I know that sometimes you just gotta raid and run. So if you gotta, no worries at all. And yeah, but I do appreciate the raid. So yeah, hello. Stream was good at trying to get some UI stuff working. Hey, I'm doing the same thing. It's we were running into some issues, but I think we finally got one of the bugs fixed. So we were having an issue where if you tried to leave combat, the dex saving throw wasn't working. It was locking up for some reason, but I think we finally got it working, which is good. It's never fun to have your dex saving throw not work. Did I just roll 2 19s in a row? Is it gonna roll 19 again? Okay, good. I was like, if the dice roll is now broken, that sucks. That's not fun. It's not fun at all. Yeah, good to know. So what, I mean, if you want to go into more details, you do not have to. No worries at all if you do not want to. But yeah, would absolutely love to hear, about the game you're working on. Is this, a solo thing you're working on? Are you working on it with a team? Is this hobby? Is this full-time? Yeah, would absolutely love to know the details. But if not, again, like I said again, do not feel like I'm trying to pressure you into talking about the game. I just, you know, I like hearing about it. So, yeah, but I do appreciate the raid, so thank you. But yeah, so to anybody new here, just as a really quick introduction, I am Moonwood Games, working on a retro-style dungeon-crawling roguelike RPG where you play as a bounty hunting adventurer, searching a randomly generated tomb, trying to find Vercilias, who is the dark mage who has locked himself in his wizard's tower, and yeah, and there's a bounty on his head. So that's kind of the rough idea of the game. And yeah, and then the combat is based on blackjack. So when you're fighting monsters, you are using blackjack mechanics to be able to fight the monsters. And yeah, so if it seems like something you'd be interested in, would absolutely love a follow. And if not, that is totally fine, totally understandable. No worries at all. Fairly says, oh, hey, it's a small block boy. 2 of my goated streamers all in one stream. Fairly, I did not know that you were a knower of the small block boy. Yes, absolutely is. Just more money to spend. That's true. That is never fun to have to spend more money, especially to replace something you had, something that was like already working just fine, and then because of some stupid accident, you gotta spend more money. Not fun at all. Small Block Boy says, I do indeed have to raid and run, unfortunately. Hopefully can share it next time. No worries at all. Hopefully you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening or day, I guess, wherever you may be in this world. And yeah, would absolutely love to hear more of what you got going on. So thank you again. I appreciate it. And yeah, have an absolutely fantastic rest of your time, day or morning, wherever you may be in this world. All right, so I think we should be good to go here. What if I split? If I split the hand and then I try to leave? Oh. Okay. Well, that's fun. So if I split my hand, I can't leave. Why is that the case? Yeah, why is that the case? Very peculiar. Very, very peculiar. All right, we're gonna turn off full screen here. I need to go see. So if I just try to leave, everything's fine. So it's only when I split the hand. So if I split and I try to leave, all right, good times. Oh, okay. Well, that answers that. So I have a blackjack, and that is keeping me from leaving. Okay. All right. Odd. Very odd. Very odd. Trying to run on a split hand should show an error. You can't split when you've split. Alright, that would actually be really funny. Oh my gosh. That would be a fun little Easter egg right there. So why is it on a blackjack can I not run? Oh. The blackjack is greater than 2. If variable 64 is greater than 2, so variable 64, what are you currently at? 64 is currently at 2. We all know what that means. It is currently on this screen because I have a blackjack. Huh. The real question is, why? Why did I do this? Because I know I must have done this for a reason. But what is the reason?
Mathradog just redeemed Streech. Mathradog wants Moonman to do 10 chest
You just want to get me
benders.
off my butt, don't I? Don't you? Don't you?
Mathradog wants
Bad
Moonman
time,
to do
sleepy
10
work.
bicep curls.
Oh, bedtime. Bedtime, sleepy workout. Does that mean you're going to do it with me? I think that means you have to do it with me, Mathra. It's brilliant. Why should you run with a blackjack? It's a good hand, play out the fight, coward. I mean, I would agree. But I want there to be the option to run. Like, if you have to run, I want you to be able to run. So I don't know why. I did mine 10 minutes ago. Press F to doubt. Yeah, right. All right, everybody, let's crank the jams and let's do this. Let's do this thing. Here we go. Cranking the jams. Let's do this thing. Oh, let's get up. Let's get the blood flowing. Oh boy, I'm gonna need this. Oof. Oh, look at my head chopped off. Good times. All right, here we go. Let's do the chest benders. 10 on the clock. Count them with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. And the bicep curls. Here we go. 10 on the clock. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. As much as it hurts, it also feels good. All right, here we go. Oh, let's do some stretching. Let's go to the right this time to start. Here we go. And to the left. Oh. And backwards. Oh, that feels good. Oh. Thank you, Mathra. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you. No one hands me my guns and tells me to run. I mean, honestly, at that point, you should be fighting. You should be. But we gotta leave the options. We gotta leave the options available. Okay, so... I think the reason why I did this is because, let's just say, for example, if I set this to 6, right? Because you can never get 6. As of right now, you cannot get 6. So if I refresh this, and let's just jump in here with Fairly's fantastic scroll. And if we go into combat, split the hand. And I try to run. Yeah, everything's fine. I just want to see. I want to get blackjacks, right? That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I need is blackjacks. So split. Okay, there's my blackjack. Can I run? Why can I not? What? What? Why? I saved it, right? I changed this. What is happening? Why can I not run? I don't get it. Let's try it again. I don't know, maybe it just did weird things. Now let's see if we can get a blackjack. Okay. Nothing. Split. Oh, wait. Wait. I know how to make this easier. On the card draws, we're just going to say, let's grab you. And we're going to say, if H2 is greater than 1, then we're going to do not 1141. Let's say 1151. There we go. Okay, so that should give me a blackjack on that first hand every time. And if I split, we should get a blackjack on hand 1, which we do. Try to run, still nothing. Still nothing. Okay. Oh. I'm now munching on all-dressed chips. I don't know what those are, but it sounds pretty good. So, Moon, will we get items that allow for unique elemental builds? Yes? Like, in what regard? In what regard do you mean? Don't allow movement while cards are drawing or when blackjacking. All dressed chips? Canadian spotted. Is that what it is? Is Canada stuff? If I am correct, all dressed is a flavor just here in Canada. Well, yep. Jesse, you're correct. Canada spotted. Yeah, I have never heard of all dressed chips. Yeah. All dressed chips. Huh. All dressed chips are a popular Canadian potato chip flavor that combines barbecue, ketchup, sour cream, and onion, and salt and vinegar. This all-star blend describes as a mix of savory, tangy, and sweet, originated around 1978, and is now a staple, sometimes considered Canada's equivalent to the everything bagel seasoning. Huh. Well. The more you know. The more you know. I had no idea. Yeah, had never heard of the all-dressed. That is a lot of flavors to have in one. Barbecue, ketchup, sour cream, and onion, and salt and vinegar? Sheesh. Yeah, I'll just stick with the regular Ruffles. Thank you very much. We get those here in Texas as a Lay's flavor. Oh, okay. All right. Nice. Yeah, I have never seen them here in Utah. They're really good. Those look like they'd be so good if they weren't Ruffles. What's wrong with Ruffles? What's wrong with Ruffles? I love Ruffles. Ruffles are so good. My wife loves them. I stole her from Canada. Ah, so that would be why you know. They also have ketchup flavored chips in Canada. Oh, I would not be able to do that. I would not be able to do ketchup flavored chips. To me, it tastes like you peeled the dried ketchup off the table, off the top of the bottle. Oh, that would be awful. You can find them in Utah at Pirate O's. They have a ton of Canadian imports. Well, I guess I gotta go to Pirate O's. Ruffles just so hard. I don't know. You're having the wrong kind of Ruffles then, because I love Ruffles. Ruffles are such good chips. No, don't get me wrong. I do like other chips more than Ruffles, but I do really like Ruffles. The only chip allowed to be hard are kettle cooked. That is accurate. I do love me some good kettle cooked or like baked chips. Those are very good. I do like those. Let's see. Opidic? However you pronounce your name, says, yeah, you would. Lamau, they're okay. I hate them, but love them at the same time. Yeah, I would. Dang straight I would. Welcome. Glad you're here. I don't know. I am a fan. I am a fan of Ruffles. I'm still not going to say they're my favorite chip. Don't get me wrong. Actually, let's see. Jalapeno chips. There we go. These chips right here. Oh my gosh. Wait. Nope. Not that one. This should be good. That should be good. Freaking the Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips. Oh, so good. Yeah, if you've never had Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips, highly recommend. Like, by far, the best chips you can get. Like, the flavor is just amazing. They have a great crunch to them because they're baked. Oh, so good. Yeah. I mean, Tim's is fine too. Tim's is all right, but Miss Vicky's, I don't know what it is about Miss Vicky's, but like, peak, top tier right there. Ruffles are very durable chips. They fight back, and I like that in a potato. I do enjoy when my deep fried potatoes do fight back. It is a good time. I could so go for some habanero or ghost pepper chips. That does sound really good. Honestly, what sounds really good right now is the jalapeno. What are those things called? Cheetos. Jalapeno Cheetos. I could go for some jalapeno Cheetos right about now. Okay, actually, what do you all prefer? Do you prefer the jalapeno cheddar, Cheetos? I don't know why I keep forgetting what Cheetos are called. Do you prefer the jalapeno Cheetos, or do you prefer like the Flamin' Hot Cheetos? I personally think the flavor is much better on the jalapeno Cheetos. That's just me. Let's see. Top chips are Doritos, Sun Chips, Pringles. I think I'd probably agree with that list. Yeah. Had some fries with jalapeno mayo earlier today. Ooh, that does sound really good. Might tomorrow too, because I recently got crazy DoorDash gift card from a family friend. Oh, now that is a gift card to go behind. To get behind. To get excited about. Mather says, agreed. I cannot stand any puffed snacks like Cheetos, but I know I'm weird for that. You are a little weird. With that. I'm not a fan of like, they've got to be like the crunchy Cheetos, right? Like they gotta be like they gotta be like the regular Cheetos like this, right? Like you can't have like the puffed Cheetos. I'm not a fan of puffed. But like, yeah, just like regular Cheetos that are the jalapeno Cheetos. I like those ones. Cool Ranch Doritos are better than regular burritos. I know you meant Doritos, but it is funny to see that as burritos. Why did I say burritos? Both are correct. Cool Ranch is better than everything. I do really love Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch is very good. I actually had a coworker. I know this is a very random tangent, then we're gonna get back into it. I actually had a coworker that I used to work with like a year and a half ago, whatever it was before I lost my job. He accidentally got a Cool Ranch Doritos bag. You know, it was just like a small snack size one, so like it wasn't anything massive. Like he actually got a snack size Cool Ranch Doritos bag that had no chips, just the powder. It was just a bag full of the Cool Ranch powder. He kept that thing for months. And he would sprinkle extra powder on top of any chip that he ate. He loved that. He was so happy. And I was very jealous. because he could basically have every chip he ate was perfectly seasoned, because if he ever took a chip out of the bag, and you've been there, you know that you have, when you've pulled out a chip and you're like, it could use more. That was not a problem for him, because if he ever pulled out a chip that looked like it needed more, he would just go over to his other bag and just, I was so jealous. And he also, you know, friggin' reached out to Lay's or whoever that makes the Doritos, sent them a picture of it, was like, hey, I got this bag and all it had was powder in it. And I think they sent him like 2 or 3 of those like big boxes full of like Doritos, which was just absolutely ridiculous because it was a bag of Doritos from our work. So it's not like he even bought the Doritos himself. It was just at work. He got a bag that was just filled with the seasoning, and then he reported it, and they sent him like boxes of Doritos for free. And I'm like, what the crap? Anyway, there's my random tangent. Jalapeno potato chips go hard though. Kettle and that one other brand. Yes, agreed. Quite possibly one of the most cursed stories Moon has ever told. Oh, I thought you meant he just ate the powder. No. He was not just eating the powder raw. No. He was like sprinkling it on the chips. See, not quite as cursed as you were assuming. Stat would stock us with snacks in treatment, and I'd just hog all the jalapeno and salt and vinegar chips. You gotta hog the good stuff. It's true. Let's see, over on YouTube. Let's see, you would, let's see, Ruffles are very durable. I was in a Filipino grocery store, and they had chips that were like fish skin chips. That does not sound good at all. That sounds kind of gross to me, actually. Speaking of weird fried-based things, Tombstone makes a French fry crust pizza. It's good and weird at the same time. That does sound good and weird at the same time. I almost want to see if I can find it and try one. Dakota says, all right, man, I'm going to head out to work. More on the tutorial playlist I'm working on. I have to do it over again, sadly. Glad that you found out about engine version control. I am very glad that you shared that with me. So yeah, Dakota, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Go and enjoy the rest of the playlist. Good luck with that. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you on the Thursday stream. So till then, good luck and take care. We found ours at Smith's. Well, I'm gonna have to check Smith's because that I am intrigued. I'm very intrigued with that. Okay. I still have to learn more Bevy. I don't know what that means. I guess I need to learn more Bevy too. So obviously, Bevy is a game engine written in... Oh. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, you do. Get on that. Come on now. Okay, so obviously, I've made it so if you have a blackjack, I didn't want you to be able to leave, which is a good thing. That is what we want to see. Don't allow movement if the monster has a blackjack. Yes. Okay. So what are we going to do here? Because I'm combining Bevy and Godot right now because Bevy needs an editor. Oh, you smart people. I wish I was smart. Kemisai Nick says, yo, how are you? Kemisai Nick, welcome. Glad you're here. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. How you doing? How's life been treating you lately? I feel like it's been a minute, but it is good to see you. Man. Okay, so yeah, so don't allow movement while cards are drawing or when blackjacking. I love that that comment that I made. Basically just saying if game variable, so if blackjack is not equal to 2. I'm pretty sure there was an issue with being able to leave the room when you got a blackjack, because it needed to finish up all of the like animations and things like that. So I added this to make it so you couldn't leave while you had a blackjack going. Which makes sense. So how am I doing? What is that thing? Is it page 6? Okay. So 50 is greater than 51 plus 661. Man. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get around. Because, like, obviously I want this condition to be here. You know, not allowing movement while you're drawing cards or while you have a blackjack. See, I've seen people use Blender as a makeshift editor. Never heard of Bevy plus Godot. See, Nick says, too much school, but I cannot wait for biology and chemistry, to be honest. I would have never guessed. I would have never guessed you were excited for chemistry. That is very exciting, though. That is very exciting. Oh my goodness, I've been inverted. Write a custom TSCN loader for Bevy and use custom nodes based on Bevy components. Hopefully DripAdvisor understands that, because I do not. I do not and would not. Okay. So maybe going off of the blackjack is not the best way to go about it. Or we could say, because when you split your hand, it turns on a switch, right? Split stack is on. Okay, that is switch 158. So I think what we can say is here. So we're saying if game variable, so we need two conditions in here. So we need to say if blackjack variable is not equal to 2, and if game switches dot value 158 is equal to false. Because if you haven't split and you have a blackjack, yeah. Okay. Now the other thing here, so if 64 is not equal to 2, but that was created a long time ago, back when blackjacks would never have more than 2. But now that you can have 3x, or potentially even 4x, So I'd want to say if you are greater than or equal to 2. No, if you are less than 2. If you're less than 2, and if split stack is false. Okay. Ugh. Okay, so I can leave still. Okay. Let's go back in here, and we're going to split the stack. Double blackjacks. It's kind of artificially there, though, so. So I still can't leave, though. But is it because of the switch, 158 is currently equal to on. So if I turn it off, I still can't leave. Okay. So I may have this the wrong way then. No. Greater than or equal to 2. Okay, so I can't leave at all. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't have more of these conditions, right? It's just the one. Okay, good, good, good. So this is allowing it to move. We want to say if you are so if you're equal 1 or switch 158 is false. This is not a good time for me to be troubleshooting this issue. Okay, so I can leave on that. That's good. I come back over here, and if I split, we got a blackjack. Still can't leave. Less than or equal to 1. Mather says, oh no, I just thought of an item you can get. A cursed pair of daggers that allows you to do lots of damage, but forces you to always split. I do like that. That'd be kind of fun, actually. I mean, I feel like most people would split anyway. But I guess if it forces it, kind of fun. I'll have to think about that one. Because I'm trying to decide how I would balance it. But I do like it. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Okay, so if I split and then I have a blackjack, I cannot leave again. I feel like I've tried every single combination and I am just, like what? Because it would have been equal to false. And so that's if blackjack is less than or equal to 1. And if 158 is false. So if you have a blackjack, okay, so I can still leave. Back. Hit. Nope. Let's leave. I'm back. Split. Okay, what? What is happening? So 158 is split stack. So split stack is on. Okay. This is if 158 is false. But it's an and. Wait. I need another condition then. Because this is going to be specifically for if you are not in a split hand. Okay. So then we need one specifically for if you are in a split hand. Okay. Yeah. See, Nick says, gamers, are Pokemon named after what they say, or did the name come first and the Pokemon just repeat it? That is a great question. I don't know, but I would like to know the answer. Axel's Wheel of Cheese? What did I miss? Well, so much. Yeah. Axel has his Wheel of Cheese, so you know that's finally in there. There we go. Axel's Wheel of Cheese. It basically does the exact same thing as Axel's Daggers of Damage did, but there is now the Wheel of Cheese in here. So we are slowly but surely, we're making progress on the actual perk card system. So I also think I redid yours a little bit, Nick. Yeah, there we go. Nick's Hat of Divine Wisdom. So I can't remember what it used to do before, but some of the stats that it changed were not relevant anymore. And so I've adjusted it a little bit. So now, when you have Nick's Hat of Divine Wisdom, you now gain 5% more experience, but your geo damage is reduced by 5. So, you know, good with the bad kind of a thing, you know? Okay. This conditions here specifically, so if blackjack is less than or equal to 1, it gave wisdom, if I remember correctly. I think so, yeah. And since wisdom is not in the game anymore, now that there's like the actual skill tree instead of like just the 4 skills that the player could learn, you know, the dexterity, wisdom, luck, and vitality. So instead of having just those 4 and they're broken up into like actual skill trees, it made more sense to, you know, have it do something else. So anyways, yeah, so now it increases the amount of experience you gain if you are wearing it. So yeah, hopefully that is a good thing. If you're not a fan of it though, let me know and we can always adjust it. But that's just kind of where I went with it anyway. So yes, okay, so this is specifically if you are not in a split, because it's switch 158 is false. How's the demo going? When will it be? That is a great question. It's coming along. We're slowly but surely getting there. So yeah, so as of right now, I'm kind of focused on the perk cards. So we are redoing the whole, well, not redoing it, but like we're revamping the system so that it actually works with all of the new you know, skills and perks and character and all that fun stuff. So we're slowly but surely getting all of the perks that we had previously in the game working. And of course, I just keep running into weird bugs like this and, you know, having to go in and fix them. So, you know, we are making progress. Is it going to be done before the end of March? I hope so. I really, really hope so. But we'll see. We will see. Now it's better now. I sort of expected, I don't know, don't ask me. No, I've got an answer for you. I've got an answer for you. It may not be a definitive answer, but I've got an answer for you. All right. Yeah, so this is specifically if you have a blackjack and not a split. So we need to now say I think we just basically copy this. Then we can say or. Or if one, or if variable. Okay, so then we would basically just say set this to true. So if you are greater than 1, I'll just say greater than or equal to 2. If you're greater than or equal to 2 and in a split mode, that should then allow you. Okay, let's see what happens. If we go into combat, and then we enter splits, and we have a blackjack, we can leave.
Thanks for the follow, Chemist Nick.
Thank you for the refollow, Nick. I appreciate that. Did you unfollow and then refollow? How dare? How dare? So now if I'm not in a split, I can leave. Awesome. Then do I split again? Okay, who's got a blackjack? If I split, I've got a blackjack, but I can still leave. Okay. Should be all right. So now. Yep, that's a refollow. Action Myth Games is looking at the follow age. Follow age is 9 months, 20 days, 1 hour. It's not bad. That is not bad. Chemist Nick has been following me for 50 seconds. You lost it! You lost it all, Nick! You were so far. Actually, I think you had unfollowed and refollowed previously, so, you know. Not bad. Not bad, though. Action Myth Games. That is, that's pretty wild. That is almost 10 months. Holy smokes. Thank you for sticking around for that long. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. So now, what if we... Oh, wait. Okay. Whew, I was like, oh, crap. Please don't say that it broke. So now, what if we come over here and I adjust this so I get a blackjack for this one, 1151. And then what if I try to leave on the blackjack? We'll find out. Dang it. Okay. So that is broken. It's not supposed to do that. Of course. That is also broken. Did I just say if B or C is on? Maybe we just check those. Yeah, maybe we just get rid of all that. Yeah, I might just do that. Don't allow movement while cards are drawing or when blackjack. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna say let's just get rid of all this.
Let's
just say
says, youngest viewer in age probably and in follow age. Yeah, the cat goes meow 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 meow.
Cat does. The cat definitely does. Youngest in age, I would have never guessed. Okay. Yeah, so long as game variables dot or game self switches value 938A. We want 935. So if 935A, as long as that's equal to false, or so long as B is equal to false, or nope, and we want and. So if A is equal to false, and if B is equal to false, and if game switches dot value I don't remember what the switch was. I think we want stand. I'm close to 16. You're getting so old. You are getting so old. I've done that before. Def regretted it later. At Chaos Chat. The OGs will remember. I might chemistry. I mean, who knows? Chaos may also remember. You never know. You never know. Wait, we don't want A, because A is going to have that on all the time. So we want B, C, B and C. We want B and C to be off. And stand and tie. So 154 and 73. We also don't want dead monster to be on. Okay, so we've got 15, 73, 154. 15, 73, 154. $15, 73, 154. Oh wait, dang it! Equals false. It's kind of important. Not just saying, and if this switch, if that switch is equal to false, if that switch is equal to false, and if this switch is equal to false. And just for kicks and giggles, we'll also just say, and if B is equal to false. For that self switch. Okay. I think that should allow me to move around like normal. Oh, it's because I'm getting a bunch of blackjacks. I was like, what is happening? That would make sense. That would make sense. I'm getting a bunch of blackjacks. That would be that. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Okay. Let's now get blackjacks so we can see if we can actually leave. We can move around like normal. And I can okay. All right. Okay. So I can't leave while it's drawing cards. Then as soon as it's done drawing cards, I can. Happy day. Now what if I stand and then I try to leave? We're gonna have a problem. So what else do we need to check then? We got B, C. We've got player bust. That turns off C and immediately turns on B. I guess we could also check for 155, 65. Yeah, 155 and 65. $155. And 65. We'll see what happens. Grab some stuff and get going. Okay, so I can leave in regular combat. I go back in. I try to leave during a blackjack. Okay. I was not able to leave until then. I'm immediately trying to leave, but does not work even when he's got a blackjack. Immediately trying to leave. Okay. Does not let me go until it finishes drawing all the cards. Now, if I come back up... Jeez, why am I getting so many blackjacks? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy, but... Yeah, then if I stand and I immediately try to leave... Okay, I mean, yeah, that's fair. So what if I... Okay, well, there's another blackjack. So what if I stand and I try to leave? Okay. All right. I'm like trying to break the game now just to make sure it's actually fixed. That should be fixed. Oh my gosh. That was an absolute nightmare. That should not have that should not have been that big of an issue. But it was. So yay. Happy day. So if I stand on a 17, I should try to leave, but I cannot leave. Oh, it's because I tied. I was like, why can I leave now? I can't leave now. It's because I tied. All right. Cool. Holy smokes. I feel like tonight has basically just been fixing a bunch of bugs that have popped up. Like, what have we actually accomplished? I got the highlight working on the card. I do think it looks pretty slick. And then I think it's mostly just been bug fixes. Oh, man. Oh, man. Because I think the other thing that because I was like, well, we got working the spiked pauldron. But again, that was kind of just like bug fixes. Oh well. Oh well. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so yeah. Want to play Muck? What is Muck? I don't know what Muck is. Samurai Dev says, what's a bigger accomplishment than bug fixes? I mean, that's a fair point. That is a fair point. I do enjoy me some good bug fixes. And Scoiled is here with the 5-stream streak. Scoiled, thank you so much. That is crazy. 5 streams. It's wild. Thank you so much for streaking here this stream. Remember, everybody, if you're going to streak anywhere, make sure you streak here in this stream. Thank you for that. Now that I have stumbled over my words. Okay. Let's see here. So yeah, so Spike Pauldron should be 100% good to go. So I think at this point now, the last one is the Daggers of Damage. Now we have talked about not maybe like switching up a little bit, right? Because the Daggers of Damage is currently just whatever it was before, which is basically increasing all your damage, but then reducing your max HP. So I know that we had a suggestion from Mathra. A cursed pair of daggers that allow you to do lots of damage, but forces you to always split. So we could do that. Yeah, we could do something like that. I mean, might as well. I know that we had like some other people suggest some other things. I don't remember exactly what they were. Did I write them down? Add monsters, add a perk, buff that lets you leave combat even if a monster has a blackjack. Add perk, charge strikes. That one's one that I've thought of. Make an enemy called Iron Eater Golem. Aces are wild. Handy key, chest rooms, restore some HP. Sticky cards, face cards have a higher chance of being drawn one after another. Getaway. Oh, hey, Axel's cheese. Wait. His addition to cheese made him tougher. His addiction to cheese, plus HP or defense. It's not exactly what was requested, Axel, so I know that you're streaming yourself, so I know that you're not here. But just in case you watch this back later, I am so sorry. This is not what we had talked about. But I guess we did not really actually line out exactly what we were going to do with the cheese. Because all we had was his addiction to cheese made him tougher, but then also plus HP or defense. We didn't have a negative perk, and we were only saying, maybe it'll add to your HP, or maybe your defense, so... But technically, Axel's cheese is now in the game, so we can check that off, and we can throw it down here as completed. Yeah. One more thing we can say is done. Anyway, yeah, so I think... Bryant's dagger, the next 3 blackjacks are on non-boss enemies instantly win you the fight. Well, I forgot about that one. Unknown Artist Sacrifice. Okay, so we do need to still add that one. Axel's cheese. Okay, so I guess I had a duplicate in there. That's fun times. Archive. Archived, delete. Player icons, add skills, do some character creation. Okay. Oh, also, this was a perk card that I'd thought of the other day, and I was kind of thinking it would be kind of fun to have. So the perk would be called the Charge Strike. So any unused damage from the last strike of the previous encounter is stored in a bottle, and you can use it on an enemy. The charge is replaced at the end of the next encounter if it's not used. So if an enemy gets a blackjack, they break open the bottle and the charged up damage is unleashed on the player instead. So yeah, so basically the way that it works is if you do more damage than what is needed to kill the monster, so like say for example, if the monster has 3 health left and you do 6 damage to the monster and that kills them, then the remaining 3 attack that, that basically just did nothing because, well, they died and it was just extra. That is what would be stored in this bottle. And then the next time you start combat, originally I was thinking I would just make it so you had the choice to use it, but I think it would just automatically go. So basically, the next time you go into combat, whatever is stored in that bottle would then just automatically at the very beginning attack the monster with that. So anyway, that was a one of the perks that I was kind of thinking of. But anyway, yeah. So the cursed pair of daggers that allows you to do lots of damage, but forces you to always split. I do really like that. I'm trying to decide if always splitting is a bad enough thing, you know? But I don't know. I don't know. I know that there had been talks. I think this was like a stream or two ago, and I'm trying to remember exactly what it was with the daggers we had talked about. Does anyone remember? Because I obviously did not write it down. Does anyone remember what we were kind of talking about with the daggers last stream? So I cannot for the life of me remember what it was we were talking about that we would have the daggers do. Let's see. Just woke up and the stream is almost gonna end. No! I'm so sorry, Scoiled. I mean, it's not 100% about ready to end. I'm gonna try and go for at least another like 25 minutes. I'm gonna try and have the stream go for about 3.5 hours. So that's the hope. Nothing goes to waste. Nice. And that's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, it seems like it would be a fun perk to have. It doesn't necessarily do anything unless, of course, you get overkill damage. Then that would then be applied to the next monster. If forcing to split isn't bad, then why not force to not split? Ooh. Ooh. Could do that. That's my fault. I overslept. It's cool. You're totally fine. Sleep is much more important. You're totally fine. Yeah, no worries at all. Yeah, because here's the thing. I feel like on a split, basically everyone would split. I just don't really see why you wouldn't. Like I know that in regular blackjack there is like a there's more of like a strategy to splits. But in this game, I don't know if there's really a reason to not split. Because if you split your hand, you're essentially doing double damage anyway. And you have a chance, you basically have a twice as likely chance to actually attack and hit if you split. So yeah, so splits really are they're kind of just like, yeah, obviously you would split. But, Summer and Dev, I do like your idea of the negative thing being that you can't split anymore. I'm like trying to think of some kind of like way to make it a little bit more different. Because like, yeah, it's totally fine to just like have it increase your attack. I'm like trying to think of a way to make it less like the cheese. The cheese also just increases your attack. I don't know why I'm scrolling through the chat. The chat is not where I'm going to find this. It's the cheese over here. Axel's wheel of cheese. Yeah, so it increases all elemental damage by 5% and then lose 50% of your max HP. So it does reduce your max HP while increasing your elemental damage. But it's like, you know, if we're doing the daggers, would that also just increase all of your elemental damage by 5%? Or trying to think if there's excuse me. I'm trying to think if there's like something with the splits I could incorporate, you know? Where I could say something along the lines of you know, like when a split pops up, instead of being able to split, you know, kind of like you suggested, some Randev, have it do something else. But I cannot think of what it would be. And my brain is not going to allow me to think about what it could be. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. What? Keep going. 3 out of 10. New subs. What? Wait, who subscribed? What's going on here? Oh, wait, did someone resub? If that was you, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't know why it's not saying, because I also got a message earlier in the night that said that Dylan had subscribed, but I was like, well, where's the message? I don't know. Summer and Dev smiles. You're the best. You're the best. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I guess you have the option to share, right? I guess that's why. Twitch just trying to tempt us. It's what it do. It's what it do. Tempts. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have the creative juices to think of a good way to do this. I do like the idea of it messing with the splits, though, right? Wait a minute. Wait. It had something to do. It had something to do with. Oh, what was it? It was elemental related. Because originally the pitch was something to do with like attacking twice. I remember that. I do remember that. But now I don't remember. Heads or tails, like in Vampire Survivors. Vampire Survivors. I don't remember what that mechanic is. But now that you mentioned it, I'm actually kind of thinking about a potential other perk. Ooh, I done been inverted. Yeah, so add perk. I mean, we could call it heads or tails. I don't know what the perk does in Vampire Survivors. It's been too long since I've played this game. I need to play Vampire Survivors again. It's just a coin flip. Heads, you clear all mobs. Tails, nothing happens. Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair. Well, so here's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm kind of thinking this could be related to blackjacks again. Maybe this is too much blackjack stuff, but we'll see. So basically, yeah, so it would be a coin. So this would be heads, doubles your blackjack, tails, zeros out your blackjack. Yeah, so basically you would have a 50-50 chance of either so this would be related to blackjacks again. Yeah, so you would flip a coin. If you get heads, then you double your blackjack again. So you would go from like a 2x to a 4x damage, or if you have like a 3x, then you go from 3x to a 6x. Then on tails, it just zeroes out your blackjack, so you don't do any damage. That'd be kind of fun. Axiomyth, do you want this one? Do you want this one named after you? We could call it the Axiomyth coin. Something like that. If you would like, we could do that. What if it was a little bat that flits across the screen? You might hardly notice it, but if you click it, you get the flip. Ooh. So it goes across the screen, like when you get a blackjack, or just like randomly it would go across the screen. 'Cause either way. I mean, I think it would work best as a perk, like an equipable perk. I don't know. Maybe. What are we getting? Some random sandwich perk. Hey, if you want a sandwich in here, I'm down. I was thinking randomly. Well, so with the things like this, I mean, I could add something like that. All up to you, just ideas. Yeah, and like, I could add something that like flies across the screen randomly. The only thing is that it's just like a new system I would need to like add and implement. Some ran sub.
That's I like that. I like that. But yeah, no, some ran dev. I'm 100% down. If you want a sandwich in the game, we will add a sandwich. We just need to know what the perk, the buff and
debuff would be. Yeah. Yeah, so the some random sandwich. Add perk. Some random sandwich. Yeah, so I just need to know what kind of buffs and debuffs you'd like from that sandwich. I don't want it to burden you, so please think of something easy you could do. Hey, I mean, honestly, some of these are going to be a little bit tricky. I'm not going to lie, but for the most part, like none of them are going to be that bad. So I mean, it could be anything from like so say for example, like stuff that we currently have is you know, we've got I mean, I guess just coming in here and looking at the current variables that we have is, you know, we've got yes, we got stuff, you know, changing your base health. We've got stuff like restoring HP when a monster gets killed. We've got things like changing how much your healing items actually do. You know, obviously adjusting pyro, geo, hydro, and necro damage. We've got stuff that can you know, change how much experience you're gaining. So these are all things that I currently have implemented that literally I could just change these variables and it would just work. So yeah, so experience gain, the blackjack multiplier, drawing more cards, whether on accident or purpose, your gold gain, thorns damage, and then your dex saving throw. So those are all like current things that I have in there that are just in there and working already. It's like, it would literally just be as easy as me coming in and be like, okay, geo damage percentage, let's add 25%. And I already have things in place, so anything that's doing geo damage would do an extra 25% damage if it's geo damage. But there's other things that we can add that I'm also going to add. So if there's anything that you can think of that you would like for your sandwich, let me know. Let me know. But I do like the name of the Sumran sub. That is funny. Let's see. Lousilau says, off subject, what is a Moonwood? Lousilau, that is an absolutely fantastic question. So a Moonwood is a person who claims to be a game developer, when in reality, they are a fraud that uses RPG Maker and mostly just chats on stream. That's basically what a Moonwood is. So, yeah. Basically what it is. I don't want to burden you, so please say something easy. I agree with Axio, make it some random sub. All right, well, there we go. All right, I'm down. Wait, would we call it some ran sub, though? Slap a slice of cheese on the dealer's hand. Just kidding. Let's see, it has random in the name, so it should probably also do something random, right? Oh, maybe I'd be down for that. Sounds oddly specific. Oh, I was just joking. It was just a random name. I'm trying to remember how I even thought of it in the first place. I can't remember. I honestly cannot remember. Yeah, I don't know. I cannot remember why I picked Moonwood Games. I think it's got... I don't remember. That's just sad. I honestly don't remember why I picked Moonwood Games. Anyway, yeah, so can't really answer your question in a serious fashion, unfortunately. Let's see, dang, that doesn't represent you at all. Sounds a little specific, just a little bit. Like Arn's sandwich, like Arn's sandwich. We could. As it randomly pops up. Can perks be used actively? Like, can a player just choose to eat the sub at any time? I could make it do that. It does not currently do anything like that, but we currently don't have anything in place. So as of right now, basically anything that gets put over into the perks section is kind of uninteractable. As of right now, as of the way that works. Yeah, so it, like, you know, if I were to pick Nick's Hat of Divine Wisdom, right? And it gets thrown over there, the only thing I can really do with it as of right now is that I can hover over it. And it'll then tell me what it is that it does. Like, it's not really interactable at all. Like, I can't use it. But not to say that we couldn't do something like that. Because I mean, I've already kind of thought about maybe doing something like that with that, like the bottle that like basically catches your overkill damage. The idea is that like it would be down over here in the corner, so like the player could choose if/when to use it, kind of a thing. So I could add that. I 100% absolutely could add that. Give a sub. You give a sub to the dealer and you get a blackjack. Something like that. Just a random sandwich you can give out to people, to monsters, to things. Yeah, I don't know. The other thing we could do too, if you didn't want it to be necessarily a perk that the player could get, we could also just make an item. We could make a some ran sub item. Then that could be interactable, and it could be anything that that you wanted it to be. It could be something that like heals the player. It could be something that temporarily increases X number of damage. It could be, yeah, basically whatever you wanted it to be. So there are like kind of two different spots. It could either be an item that can be consumed. So basically the items are consumables, or these are like equipment essentially. Yeah. Wait, no, there's an item tab right there. Perks should be perks. I mean, again, like it could go either way. It honestly could go either way. So there are items that we could have it add. Because here's the other thing. I'm also considering doing something along the lines of on the perk screen. No, I don't know. Originally, I was kind of thinking about maybe having like one, maybe two perks that you would be able to pick here, and then the other one or two would be an item that you would pick. So you kind of have a choice between, do you want to get a perk or do you want to get an item, kind of a thing. But I think I'm actually going to leave this just as perks. Yeah, probably. Anyway, yeah, so we do have the items tab, so we could make an item specifically for a sandwich, some ran sub. Or we could also have it be over here in the perks section. So yeah, so basically though, the items are like consumables, and then this is basically equipment. So more of like permanent-ish stuff, and then less permanent. Yeah. Yeah, or let's see, or maybe I am now a PNG. So or maybe you eat it at a random moment as it randomly pops up. Could do that as well. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, we can 100% do something like that where we make a sandwich for you. Just gotta figure out the logistics, you know. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, cool. Well, yeah, that's what we got. All right, well, let's see. So I think the last thing, yes, was the Daggers of Damage. I think I just need to go back and rewatch my live stream from Sunday, because I know that we had talked about potentially what we were going to do with the Daggers of Damage. And I'm trying to remember what it was. I remember that it was something to do with attacking. So I know that someone had mentioned doing like a double strike, because like you got the daggers, so like you get to do a double strike, which I guess fine. I mean, basically that would basically just be working as like a 2x multiplier, right? But then I remember thinking to myself like, oh, but like we could also do it this way, and I don't think I ever said it out loud, but I had the idea while we were like talking about stuff, and so I wonder if I like watch it back, I might be able to remember what it was, like the idea that I had. So we'll see. See, Lasala says, if I found a sub at a dungeon, it would be ran. It would very much so be ran. It would definitely be a ran sub. Def a ran sub. True, and sus if it was edible. That's true. If you're finding subs in dungeons that are edible, I think I'd be a little bit more worried about who put it there. Could be a good or bad thing. You gotta eat it to find out. Ooh. Ooh. That's actually kind of fun. I like that. Huh. Yeah. I do feel like this could be better as an item, though, like more of like a consumable thing. So you find the sub, and then you have to consume it, and then it, could do like, there could be like a list of like good things that it could do, and then a list of bad things it could do, and it just randomly picks one of those, and it could be good, could be bad. Like it might fully heal you or damage you. I do like that. Yeah, be like, make it so that like the good things outweigh the bad, but if you get the bad thing, it still sucks. Kind of like Suspicious Stew. Exactly. Or that box from Peak. All right, I'm actually liking this. I think we're gonna do the sub. Should it be? Here's the thing. We could do something along the lines of it could just be some ran sub. We absolutely could do that. Or do we do some random sub? Whoops. I don't know what I just did. I just turned the backlight off on my keyboard and I don't know how to turn it back on. Some random sandwich. So either way, we could do some random sandwich, some random sub, or some ran sub. Could go either way. Or a Sheetz hot dog. We could do that as well. Hey, the Sheetz hot dogs have only made me sick a couple of times. So there you go. So that means that anytime you eat it, you are potentially getting some kind of buff or debuff. And you just have to hope it's a buff and not a debuff. Gas station sushi. Lasila says, yay, I managed to come up with something fun, maybe. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, I love that idea. Where, I know that some ran dev had kind of pointed out that it should be random, but I think the combination of making it so that like when you consume it, it is a random buff or debuff. Yeah, Lasila, 100%, absolutely. You have to make sure to go to a quality Sheetz in a nice suburban area. Well, now I don't mind either one. I was just worried ran might not communicate random to players. And that's what I was also a little bit worried as well. And that's where I kind of like, I almost feel like, 'cause here's the thing. We're all gonna know. We're all gonna know that some random sandwich is some ran dev's item. So as much as I absolutely love some ran sub, I do almost feel like it would be more confusing for non-knowers. Like, obviously the knowers will see some random sandwich and we'll know. But I do worry about other people who are not in the know who will see some ran sub and they'll just be like, what? What the frig is a some ran sub? So I think, as much as I love it, I think we're gonna stick with the some random sandwich. And as long as you're okay with it, this is going to be an item, not a perk. It will randomly do something good or bad, but must be consumed to find out. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, there we go. All right, we will get that item added. Yeah. I think something like this just kind of work a little bit better as a consumable. Let's see. Dakota says, "Hey guys, I thought I'd jump in real quick and update the 4 scripts only track JavaScript. Oh my gosh, my eyes are getting so tired. Plugins in RPG Maker Core, JavaScript RPG Manager. If you later install plugins, RPG Maker releases a place that will help merge plugin without breaking game, manually editing JavaScript files, and the band track that looks to be it. Okay, later. Dakota, thank you so much for jumping in and letting us know. I am so sorry that you are probably gone by now, so that's my bad. And yeah, I do appreciate it. So thank you. Axiomyth games with the hearts. I love it. Anyway, but yeah, so actually going back really quickly, just so I can make sure with you, Axiomyth games, while I still have you. Are you okay with this one specifically? So, would you like a perk like this in the game? So basically, it would be a coin, and we can call it whatever you'd like. You know, if you want it to be called Axiomyth coin, we call it the Axio coin, the Myth coin. You know, whatever you would like this to be. But yeah, so the whatever coin, and basically the buff would be when you so the buff would be when you get a blackjack, you would flip a coin. If you get heads, it doubles your blackjack, but if you get tails, then it zeroes out your blackjack. So you're either doing double or nothing, essentially, with the coin. It could be in the item description. They have descriptions, right? Tomb regulars have dubbed it Some Ran Sub, a delicacy of dungeon floor food. I mean, that is true. So as of right now, there are no tooltips, but I do want to add tooltips. Because, I mean, you know, I've got the tooltips working on the... you know, this guy over here, which I should be able to essentially take the logic that is running to show, you know, the tooltip here and then have it show over here. Like, it shouldn't be that difficult to do. So yeah, absolutely, we could 100% do something like that. I'm going to grab that though, because I really like the way that that's all worded. Add item. Throw that in there. I do like that. I like that a lot. See, Axiomyth Game says, I like it. I like it too. I like it too. All right, cool. Well, then we will stick with calling it the Axiomyth coin then. And then if you would like it changed, so it's not, you know, Axiomyth, if you wanted it to be Axio or Myth, or, I mean, I guess if you really wanted it to be Axiomyth Games coin, we could do that as well. Yeah. So I think we'll do that where, yeah, you'll have your Axiomyth coin. And then, yeah, so if you get heads, when you get a blackjack, if you roll the coin, if you flip the coin, and if you get heads, then it doubles your blackjack. Tails, it will then zero out your blackjack. So yeah, double or nothing kind of a thing. Yeah. Should be a good time. See, Nick says, Moonwood games, what type of games do you like? Horror, survival, roguelike, light, etc. What the?
Welcome Yato and your 4 amazing audience members.
Yato, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome. Glad you're all here. Glad you're here. I regret to inform you that we are just barely wrapping up the stream as of now. Gonna be answering a couple more questions and chatting a little bit more, but yeah, we are gonna be ending the stream here in just a couple minutes. But I do appreciate the raid, so thank you so much. You know, how did your stream go? Hopefully things went well for you. Yeah. Also, if you get a raid and run, totally understandable. Especially, you know, since I just said that the stream is almost over. So yeah, so if you gotta go, totally understandable. No worries at all. It's okay. It always seems that way. I know. Well, I mean, you know, even on days where like I would go the like rest of the time would only be about 30 more minutes or so. But my eyes are just about had it for me. So I think we might be nearing the end. Stream is good. Was fighting out to program stair generation. Ooh. That sounds like an absolute blast of a time. Well, I guess the ultimate question then is, who won? Who won in that fight? Did you win or did the stair generation win? I've got my fingers crossed. Reboot Tech, you wrapping up stream was expected. Yeah, that's my bad. But I do still appreciate the raid, so thank you. But anyway, so Nick, to answer your question, what kind of games do I like? Horror, survival, roguelike, roguelite, etc. I would probably say my top games would be probably survival crafting games. I love so much. For most survival crafting games, I do get kind of tired of them pretty quickly. I would say probably the only game that I've ever not gotten sick of is 7 Days to Die. Like that is one game that, like, it doesn't matter how many times I start or restart that game or continue playing or like whatever it is, 7 Days to Die, it is just always so much fun. I love like a good zombie survival crafting game. I think it's because it has just like basically everything that I want in a game. It's got zombies, it's got survival, it's got the horror elements, the crafting, like everything about it is just, yeah. So 7 Days to Die is probably one that, like, I would probably say is like my favorite game of all time. So yeah, so anything survival crafting, absolutely love. Horror, I can take it or leave it. Like some horror games I've liked, others not so much. I'm gonna start reminding Moon to raid since I realize we get bonus points for joining raids. That's true, you do, and I do need to get better at raiding. that is my bad. That is my bad. I am so sorry that I've been really bad at doing the raids. We're definitely gonna do a raid tonight. Yet it says I can place them, but need to figure out why they are so large and not in the target locations. They are properly oriented, and you don't need to walk on the roof. Hey, that is absolutely fantastic. Well, then it sounds like you won that one. Even though the stairs got a few good hits in, it does sound like you kind of came out on top. No pun intended, because you know, stairs. Anyway, well, I think we're probably gonna call it there. My brain is just about done and ready to go be put to bed. So yes, we're gonna end it there. If anyone has any suggestions on who we should raid, make sure to let me know. I guess I could point to the chat up here. I was pointed down to the chat where I see it, but I guess up here. Let me know up there if there's anyone particular that anyone would like to go raid. If there's anyone, yeah, that you know of, then yeah, we should, absolutely. If not, then I'm going to be jumping in, just kind of see who is currently going. And yeah, it looks like we just started an ad break. Good times. Yay, ads. Yay, ads. Yet says, I was going to do hyper game dev if not you. Hey, well then maybe we will go take a look at hyper game dev. Although my assumption is you are currently in the ads. I just need 100 more points. 100 points. 100 points for what? Oh, I think I know what I think I know what you're going for. Poor fella indeed. Poor fella indeed. I guess let me know when you're back. Can't raid during ads. Definitely gotta wait. Don't worry, I got you. Blasted ads. All right. Well, let's see. I guess I will get this pulled up though, just so I'm ready to take a quick look. Where the freak is that? There's the raid channel button.
Jeez. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that to happen. Okay, let's see here. Manage a stream. All right.
Thank you for that though, Reboot Tech. I appreciate that. Okay, so yes, we've got, let's search for hyper game dev. There we go. All right, we got hyper game dev all queued up and ready to go. Whenever everybody is back from the ads, let me know, and then we can jump in. Ooh! Is that September eating the lemonade? It looks like it. Ads are done for me. Okay. Well, then I'm going to assume. I'm hoping some Randev, you're back. Yeah. Hopefully. Dang that cooldown. It is a long cooldown, isn't it? I'm so sorry. Some Randev, are you back? Are you here? Are you with us? Ads are over? Yes? No?
Maybe? Oh my goodness. Look at that voice of God. Ah, yes. Good times. Some Randev, what is it? What is the, yeah, I'm totally not back yet.
All right, that's it. We're doing this raid to get points. We're doing the raid, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Let's pull this up and let's get this going. So yeah, so hyper game dev, we're gonna go in and do some raiding. Here we go. Software and game development, fantastic, perfect category right here. So here we go. What the?
some randev just turned their way into the credits of Tomb of
Right
Vercilias.
at the end of the wire. Some randev, you got it in right at the end of the wire. And look at that. Look at that. You are now no longer in second place. You're going to be jumping up here. First place. Here we go. Here we go. Is that why? Is that why you really wanted to get that in? So you can be back on top? 10x. 10x is wild. 100,000 channel points to get that. Oh my gosh. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. Congratulations on hitting 10. That is absolutely freaking crazy. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. This is my last one. I don't need more than 10. I mean, that's fair. That is fair. I feel like most people probably don't. So, get wrecked, everyone. Wow. The points spawned right at the last moment. It was meant to be. Meant to be. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. I hope that everyone has an absolutely fantastic rest of your nights or days, wherever it may be in this world. And yeah, I will see you all on the Thursday stream. So not tomorrow, but the next day. And so yeah. So stick around. We're gonna go do a raid over on Twitch. If you're over on YouTube, I appreciate you being here. Make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you all on the next one. So till then, good luck, take care, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.